So while we wait for Tommy, you guys, upon returning to the Wasp's Nest, after, you've had these couple of days of out and adventuring and you go back to check in, you are told by the people there that there's been an accident. There seems to have been a wall that collapsed. Fortunately, the damage done by the collapse was minor, and no one on your teams was, seriously injured or whatever. But go ahead and give me a disable device or knowledge engineering check if you want to examine what happened. You may also make a perception check.
I'll make a perception check.
Oh. I see it, but I don't know what happened.
Sezzix, you note, as does Yuri, that nearby the incident, there seems to be a hammer and a chisel. But you don't find any outward causes of sabotage. But you do find those tools.
Where was this wall at?
It was one of the adjoining walls between a couple of rooms. It looked like, it was one of those brick walls that might have been in disrepair or something, and it just took a couple of stones coming loose to cause the whole thing to come down.
It's not a load-bearing wall or anything, though.
No, it doesn't seem to be a load-bearing wall. And as the rubble's being moved away, one of the Tengu cries out as they see the broken, feathery arm of someone buried in the rubble.
Oh, shit.
And as you uncover it, you discover that one of the Tengu from your team of Tengus was slain. Crushed to death in the rocks.
Oh, yeah.
It looks like Jay was crushed to death.
Silent Bob will be so sad.
Maggie, Treep, and Corva are, of course, beside themselves. And for this upcoming week, they will not go out on an adventure.
Sounds fair.
Well, fuck.
Yeah.
Was she scratching her name into the wall and it fell on top of her? That's my headcanon.
It looks as if this happened when no one was around. And yeah, she was down here by herself or whatever. Or maybe they were just a little too far away. And they showed up a couple minutes afterwards and they didn't see anyone. So they assumed everything was okay. But as they were uncovering the rubble, they found her body buried there. She's probably knocked unconscious or crushed by the collapse and then just, succumbed to her injuries and died. Pretty tragic.
Well, fuck.
It's too bad we're not higher level or anything.
It's the first fatality of the Silver Ravens. We send her out, right?
Pour one out for her.
Yeah. Well, that's too bad.
Where's Cobra? Is he in his Discord? Nope. Oh, he's away. He might be asleep or something. Do you want to do the bookkeeping up front, Garm?
We can do that, yeah.
So this will be happening a week from now.
Okay. Let me bring that link back up.
Yeah, I can grab it too. Do 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 do. Easy. So it will be week 3.
I just sent him a Snapchat as well. Week 3, we start things out by upkeep. We get 2d6
I'm reducing
people.
the size of your sisters by 1.
That's fair.
And was she a supporter or a member?
She was on a team.
Okay, so she doesn't count towards your membership or supporters?
Nope.
Okay, sounds good.
Upkeep DC 10 loyalty check, boys. +3.
And you guys would have ranked up last time, except Garm rolled poorly.
Yeah, we might have lost 2d6 supporters for some reason. This time we only lost 1d6.
It's hard to, sometimes it's hard to manage a rebellion, you know?
It's hard to get things going.
Yup, exactly.
Parts, you know?
Exactly.
We lose a die 6. Awesome. We lose 6 supporters. That's half of our fucking supporters.
Well, I mean, news of the death of Jay has kind of spread amongst the ranks, and people have begun to say things like, it's cursed or it's haunted down there, and they don't really want to go back there.
Oh my gosh. Did you roll a 6?
Yeah.
What?
Then we gain a die 6. Nice.
Oh, good. I'm so glad.
We're at 7. We have 3 actions to take. We can take. I guess we can get another team or something.
You should recruit people.
Yeah, we have to.
Go out with little flyers. You want to join
Recruit
our cause?
supporters. Loyalty check +3 DC 12.
Good luck.
Maybe we can have
Hey.
Let's go! 2 die 6 supporters.
Nice.
7. We're up 3 supporters.
Maybe we can
Building
have
it back.
Maybe we can have Vendelfek spread disinformation and just say that the Fushi sister's on vacation for a little while.
Ah, yes. Good job. Yes, that's what we need Vendelfek for.
That's what we need. She didn't die. She's just on vacation,
Somewhere.
visiting family.
Yeah, you guys are incredibly secretive. Like, you have such a low population that people don't even know you exist, really. That's the secret. You just stay at rank 1 or rank 2 this whole time, Garm. You never actually spread the rebellion, just keep it to like a core group of like a dozen people. Battle scarred, hardened, tested. The NPCs are like, we should go gather more supporters. And you're like, no, you don't understand.
No. We are the supporters. So, good news with the Fushi sisters out of commission. We don't really have much we can do in here. We'll get a new team, I guess.
We're going to spread disinformation?
All that does is reduce our notoriety, and as no one knows who we are yet, we don't have any.
What about
Not yet?
What about Forbin's crew? Like, can we reduce danger? That's like,
I suppose that would take care of these streets. We just send out some vigilantes on the streets.
yeah.
Sure. They do have an axe to grind.
DC 15 security check to reduce danger by 5. Theoretically, if we roll a DC 20 security check, we can get rid of that shit.
Oh, I gotta roll a security check then.
Do it up.
15 to reduce by 5, 20 to reduce by 15.
Okay.
On a failed check, our notoriety increases. So, that'll be fun.
Then we might actually have something for Vendelfek to do.
Right, see?
Okay.
Yikes.
Our security check is at +4.
So it's just a D20 plus 4?
Yep.
Correct.
Oh. 14.
Notoriety goes up by...
It goes up?
It goes up by 4, and danger rating goes up by 5. 1 die 4 for notoriety. We gain 4 points of notoriety.
Oh my gosh.
This is not a good week.
4 points of notoriety.
Well,
And danger goes up by 5. Danger rating is 15, Walter.
Sure. Sounds
Well-
good.
Do we want Vendelfek to spread disinformation now then?
Yeah.
Good God. You had an event the previous week, though, right? So your event chance is just 19.
Yes.
Yep. And yeah, I mean, you do have a third action, so you could use Vendel Effect to spread disinformation.
Just to go ahead and get that shit solved. Yeah, we're gonna need Vendel Effect to do that.
Well, his bonus is plus 13.
Yeah, hopefully he can get there.
And that is Sezzix.
As a 24.
Easy. Ooh, I gotta decrease the population of Kintargo by 1.
Thanks.
Ooh, and there was that tiefling murdered. But they're not people. No. That tiefling was killed.
Notoriety decreases by 1d6.
I actually don't know if population... I think population doesn't go down. Can you check and see? I
got a 4.
I think this represents the population you can, like, save. Not, like, the actual population of Kintargo.
That'd be really annoying if it was, if we had to, like, keep track of how many people we fucking murdered.
I mean, or were murdered around you.
That's true.
I think it would be cool if that was the case.
Number tracks with the current population of the city in Kintargo, which starts with 11,900. This number will fluctuate during the campaign, but will trend downward as violence continues to whittle away at the citizenry. When and if the Silver Ravens succeed at overthrowing Barzillai, the final population on that day will determine any additional experience points you earn. Increasing your supporters draws from the city's existing population, but does not add more people to Kintargo's actual populations. Sometimes when you lose supporters, the same number decreases in the city population, such as the case of Agents of Thrun executing several supporters during the adventure.
Yep, okay, so I have lost 1 as your Tengu died.
So if we kill like Thrun goons, population will not go down. These are like everyday citizens.
If they're citizens, they will.
If they're citizens.
So
and we know that,
but like the dwarf guy like wasn't a citizen. He was like a mercenary. Okay, so like all those were fine. And I don't think the tieflings in the slums are like part of this because they're probably not in the census.
Okay,
that's fair.
As bummer as that is, but like that nice tiefling that owns that business, he pays his taxes. He'd be represented here. It's like
he's one of the good ones.
Yeah, if he were to die, it would go down. Cool. Well, good work, Garm. I guess we can do some more flavor stuff, although I was going to wait for Cobra, but we can just bring him up to speed when he does show up. And if he doesn't show up, we can just have like a little short session where we do some bookkeeping or something. So, as the couple of weeks have now progressed, by the end of this it'll be the 3rd week. Even though he's not being aided by anyone, Rexus has been diligently progressing through those documents you recovered from the Silver Raven storehouse, and he's uncovered some things. The first thing he's noted is that he found something that indicates the Silver Ravens were established in 4606 AR in the wake of the chaos that swept over Cheliax after Arodin's death, to help protect the city of Kintargo from oppression. That's over 100 years ago. The current year is whatever our current year is. So it's like 4,722 would be like our current year. And this adventure takes place like, 5 or 10 years ago. So it's about 100 years ago. A little over 100 years ago that they were established. The next thing they found is that the woman who founded the Silver Ravens was a mysterious elf known only as Jackdaw, a figure who, before the event of the Age of Lost Omens, built herself into sort of a Kintargan folk hero who fought for the rights of many of the city's downtrodden. The Age of Lost Omens began when Aasimar, the god of prophecy, died over 100 years ago. So she existed like before his death as like a local folk hero, and then she founded the Silver Ravens upon his death when the world around her began to fall into chaos to protect the citizenry. And the last thing he's learned is that many of the Silver Ravens were adventurers or worshippers of Milani. Jackdaw, a swashbuckler, was the most powerful and influential of them all, but others who pose a particular prominence among the Silver Ravens was Amyreid, Ba, Kyda, and Brakisi. And you've noted that Amyreid was a half-elf, Ba was a halfling, Kyda was a human, and Brakisi was also a human. So it's kind of like a little entourage of vigilantes.
Is it presumed that like they're all dead because this was 100 years ago, or
the elf might be alive?
The elf might be alive.
Yeah.
What was the elf's name again? Can you repeat that?
Amyreid. And I'll write it all out for you guys. I'll just do it right now. I'm not doing anything else. But yeah, so he's going through these documents. You can ask him questions too if you'd like about them. He might have more details, but for the most part, those seem to be the things he's found so far. He's only about halfway through. Boom. Those are the 4 dudes.
Okay.
Furthermore, there are other things that get added to like your quest board as you've advanced now into the 3rd week of operations. While Rexus is poring over these documents, he's also been curious about kind of what could be found in the wreckage of his family estate. And as he's musing about this, the owner of the Longroads Coffee House, Laria, that halfling lady, she'll come up and say, well, I mean, we could send them to investigate, assuming you guys don't mind. And they give you 3 locations that might be worth investigating. As you know, during the Night of Ashes, they burned down a lot of these buildings that were kind of known to be spots of resistance across the city. Effectively, Barzillai was trying to like stop a revolution before it began, as he knew that he was, kind of changing Kintargo into this more totalitarian place. And the 3 prominent places that they think you guys could perhaps, find useful things buried in the rubble, or maybe find clues as if like the owners weren't killed, maybe they were just like abducted or something, things of that nature, would be the Vitacora Estate, which is Rexus's home, the Thrashing Badger Tavern. Vendelfleck will suggest that one, as he's like, oh yeah, they hate Cheliax there. Kept talking about like separating or, civil war or something. They really didn't want to be part of it anymore. So you might find something interesting there. And then the 3rd one is a music store called the Silver Star. So yeah. And you guys can kind of add those to your quest log of places to explore.
Silver Star, Brawling Badger, and Vitacora Estate.
Yep. And you already know about the Vitacora Estate. You know that Rexus's parents were part of the Sacred Order of Archivists, this group of Aurorian scholars who sought to preserve knowledge. And a lot of what happened when House Thrun took over in Cheliax was that they torched a lot of these records. So the Sacred Order of Archivists is kind of an underground organization in Cheliax as they seek to preserve all information, good or bad. So you might find secrets there that they've preserved. You can make a knowledge local or religion check to know about the Silver Star. And you can do the same thing about the Thrashing Badger.
I'll do the Thrashing Badger.
Sure. Yeah, you don't actually need to roll, Yuri. I'll just tell you.
Okay. I rolled, I think, decent enough.
Caerrat, you recall when you first moved to the city, traveling by the Silver Star, and it was a very nice establishment, and it actually had a rather fetching elven bard, a woman, who owned the establishment, known as Shensen, and you are pretty sure that she was a worshiper of Sarenrite. And you haven't been inside, though. But based off of what you heard about it, is that obviously it was a music store. She was a bard, like sold instruments and things like that. They had vocal lessons, practice rooms, things of that nature. But also people would go there to like worship Sarenrite in secret.
And so that's probably why it was burned down in Light of Ashes.
Most likely. Yuri, you know that the Thrashing Badger, now that, you know, the rebellion's kind of started and you guys have been investigating these things and moving in more back alley channels and things like that, and you've spent more time with Caerrat, you believe that the brawls and stuff that went on there were a good smokescreen for what was actually happening a majority of the time, which was a group of individuals meeting during these fights, kind of would take one of the side rooms, and the way they're dressed is very similar to how Caerrat is dressed, with these rose iconographies and things of that nature. And as you guys have been exploring and you've learned that there was a cult of Milani that was active in the city, but now is not, you surmise that this might have been like their main watering hole was the Thrashing Badger.
Gotcha.
But yeah.
So we have missing Sarenites that are at the music store, or there's leads at the music store. We have missing Milanites that are at the bar. I'm not saying Milanites with bar has two supporters here, but...
Yeah, I mean, you guys can head over there if you want.
I vote Milanites with bar.
Yeah, I mean, you make your way across the city. As this week has begun, it seems as if the guards are aware that there is an element moving against them in the city, and they're more aggressively accosting people that otherwise, you know, if you don't make eye contact with them, they wouldn't bother. And as you guys travel on the streets, you see them like shake down a couple of like innocent people, and you know, if someone gives them lip or whatever, they're real quick with their like their maces to just like crack someone's leg backwards and like break it and crumple them to the ground, and then like rifle through all their belongings and throw a couple of silver pieces at them and tell them to drag themselves to the nearest like church to get mended.
Jeez.
And you get the distinct impression that this is because of your actions in the city, as you've put the guards on a higher alert.
My bad.
You can easily find the Thrashing Badger. I mean, Yuri used to work there. Sadly, it is a smoldering ruin. Not really smoldering anymore. It's just a ruin. But you can certainly spend some time looking through it. The building seems to have burned through the boardwalk it was on and collapsed into the water below. So you guys can take some time with rope or whatever, descending down into like these submerged ruins and like moving these charred pieces of wood aside and sifting through the wreckage there and trying to find something.
We're doing this at night?
Yeah. Any time of day you'd like, you can.
Well, I guess. Gosh, we really need some
I mean, you're on the docks. There's people, you know, milling about, fishing. You get the impression that other people may have already come down here to like try and salvage valuables and stuff of that nature.
Yes, we're just stealing, not searching. Stealing, remember.
We'll go at high noon then. We'll be one of those. That's also.
You show up to duel anyone else?
Yeah.
Sure. Give me a perception check. Whoever would like to descend into the brine. The murky depths below.
I actually have a decent swim, so I'll go into.
Oh wait, it was underwater.
Yeah.
I thought it was I thought we were going to the wreckage of a tavern.
Yeah,
the tavern's on water.
The tavern was built on a wide boardwalk, and as it burned down, it burned through the boardwalk and fell into the river there.
Yeah, I missed that somehow. Sorry.
Yeah,
okay.
Yuri, while you're down there, and I mean Sezzix and Caerrat and Tommy are like obviously looking from above, watchfully.
I'm supervising.
as you swim through there, you see, landmarks that you would associate with the tavern. It's like, oh, this is that portrait that was hanging on the wall that's now like burned and ruined. This is like that pony keg that was over on the counter. Oh, this is that table that had like the squeaky leg or whatever. Like, you identify pieces of the bar. Like, this is definitely the ruins of the bar. And you find some bodies that are buried underneath pretty heavy like sections of wood. They're heavily charred, and like, you find them because there's a school of minnows that are picking them clean. It seems as if, a dozen or more people died in this fire. And as you have spent maybe like an hour or so sifting around down there, trying to find anything useful, it's rather hard with, how far down underwater it is. But you do find, whereas everything is like old and ruined, you do find something new and ruined. It seems as if there's like a relatively new padlock and pretty heavy duty chain connected to a pair of like door handles where the wood has burned off, but it's left this like length of chain locked together in a couple of door handles that have been horribly burned, as if
someone chained them inside.
As if someone chained them inside and then set the building on fire.
Very, very dubious.
But yeah, aside from that, you find nothing else of interest here.
Okay. Were the people that I found down there, did they have like robes of Milani on or anything like that? That I would be familiar with?
They're too damaged to note. Okay. But you guys,
Cobra's jumping on.
You guys have been, adventuring for a while now. I'm sure that you've heard talk of more powerful magic and things like that. You know that there does exist magic that allows you to speak with someone that's deceased. And in order to cast that spell, you would need to have their skull with their jaw intact. So, though gruesome, if you really wanted to exactly know what happened, you could, remove one of these corpses' heads and later on cast Speak with Dead on it. It seems pretty obvious what has happened here. You could spend some time, if you want to spend a couple of hours, you could free the bodies from here and give them a proper burial if you wanted.
Yeah, I'll bring it up
what
with
remains
Caerrat
of the bodies.
If Caerrat wants to do anything about it, because I know you're
I do. I just need help to do it.
Okay.
I would join one of the bodies down there if I tried to do it myself.
I'll start freeing bodies.
Yeah, I mean, so you can get like some sections of canvas. You can spend like, I don't know, Garm, like a couple of silver pieces to get some lengths of canvas, and you can wrap the bodies in them while they're down there, Austin, and then you can pull them up to the surface. As it becomes clear what you're doing, a lot of the locals will pitch in. Some people are like crying or look very sad or outright angry that this transpired. And before long, kind of everyone's pitching in and pulling these bodies out of there. You end up recovering a total of 13 of these bodies. Though you imagine there are more that were like just too far gone for you to denote whether it was a body or just like a couple of bones or whatever at this point.
We got what we could.
Yeah.
Yep. And there's a nice patch of land outside that Tommy knows of, and you can take them out there and lay them to rest. But yeah, that's the Thrashing Badger. You got Deuce more.
Huh. All right. Yeah. Cool. I guess the mansion would probably be the next safest.
Yeah, I mean, Rexus, as you guys would head out to start looking at all this, he would tell you that he doubts there's anything worth salvaging, but there might be clues you could find.
Okay.
Clues lead to things we could salvage, so I see it as worthwhile.
Yeah. heading to the estate, you find the ruins of this grand kind of like marbled column, think like Greek Roman architecture. Outside, there's like a nice little like walk up to the main estate where just the walls of it kind of remain, and the rest is burned to the ground. And as you get up there and start looking around through the rubble and maybe moving some stuff around, it becomes obvious that someone else has done this and taken a lot of time to do this, which you presume is Rexus. As he said, he like searched through this pretty exhaustively. And after like an hour or so, it becomes clear that you're not going to find any valuables necessarily. But you do note that much like the doors of the Thrashing Badger that were shackled shut, this house here seems to have had a large piece of wood nailed across like the grand double doors. So you find like the two doors, you know, the ruins of the front doors burned down. And then you also see there's like a giant like railroad tie piece of wood that's been nailed across them from the outside.
Sick. Do you think we're gonna find the same thing at the Sarenrite music people?
Who knows?
Yeah, heading lastly to the...
Oh, should we make like a quick perception check or something at the...
Yeah, you can.
State? I don't know if there's...
Do we want to do a quick just recap of what we've done so far for Cobra?
Yeah, he ran to the bathroom when he gets back.
When he gets back, we will.
Okay.
Yeah, Yuri, you think that if you had a more skilled hand, you might be able to, like, denote the amount of people that were, like, outside when this place burned to the ground by, like, looking at the tracks. But you assume it was, like, a handful of individuals.
Okay.
But you don't really find anything else useful, as, Rexus already, like, thoroughly searched this property.
Yeah.
However, at the Silver Star, where now you know to look for it, very obviously you would be able to tell if this place was, like, barred or whatever. This one, though, does not seem to have had the door locked. Like, you find the front door of the Silver Star in the ruins, and there's no chain on it, there's no piece of wood nailed across it, nothing like that. It doesn't look like it was locked.
So they abducted these ones.
Yeah, the site has now become a sinkhole filled with scorched rubble. The building collapsed into the chamber below when it burned. But you guys can make a perception check as you're searching.
It's not me this time.
And then, since Caerrat got that high perception, we'll also have Caerrat make a D100. You can go ahead and add, what's your danger?
19.
15, I think.
15?
15?
Go ahead and add 15 to it.
That's a good number. That's a good number.
Yeah.
It's...
You guys are fine. Nothing seems to, you don't attract the attention of any unwanted guests as you're searching through the rubble here. But you do find a small cache that seems to have survived the fire in an iron coffer. As you examine the cache and recover it, it seems as if it is not locked, and you can easily pop it open. And you find a pretty good wealth of goods.
Ooh, we like that.
Looks like I'll actually have to open up the adventure path today. Down in the bottom here. Share this record with you guys. You find a bunch of potions and a bunch of scrolls, which are all things Caerrat would like.
Yeah.
So yes, you find 4 potions of Cure Mod, Potion of Lesser Restoration, a Scroll of Cure Mod, a Scroll of Daylight, a Scroll of Remove Blindness, Deafness, and a Scroll of Remove Disease. Is that all revealed for you guys now?
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
yeah.
Sweet.
Can you drop that on party sheet, please?
Yeah, I can put it in there. But yeah, that is what you found. Cobra's back. If you guys want to quickly bring Cobra up to speed. We basically just did, Garm rolled some dice and didn't do well, and then they've investigated some ruins, and that's it.
Okay.
That's rude.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Garm, did you roll well? You
No.
didn't roll well for the amount of people that left.
You know what? That's what I like about you, Walter. You always see the good in some things.
Yeah.
Silver
I
linings.
keep you around.
Somebody benefited from it.
Thanks, buddy.
Oh,
Appreciate
also
it.
one of the Tengu died.
Oh, yeah, that's actual plot. That was kind of a block text murder.
Yeah.
Because they were blocks.
So Cobra, we started out this week by one of the we came back to the wasp nest and a wall had collapsed. And as we were like digging it back out, one of the Fushi sisters was under there fucking dead.
Ooh.
So that happened. People started hearing about our escapades in the city, and the guards are now kind of being dicks. So the city's become very dangerous, and things are getting bad. As this kind of started going on, we talked to Laria and Victoria, Rexus, that dude, and they said we should go investigate some of the sites of the Night of Ashes. We ran over to check out the Thrashing Badger, which was that bar that was that had all the fight clubs and shit.
Yeah.
We also learned that there were Millenite followers that went there and like hung out and drank there, so that's why that place was burned down. We get there. It was over a river, or over the river here. The doors were chained shut. It had burned through the boardwalk and fallen into the water. There were like a bunch of bodies in there. We went in, dug them out, brought them out. Second place we went and checked out was Rexus's mansion. Same thing there. They had nailed the door shut, burned the place down. Rexus already looked through it pretty well. We couldn't find anything good out. We just went and checked out this music store that was a like secret worshiper of Sarenrite. Secret. And this one wasn't locked shut, but it's still fucking weird. And it was an obvious temple of Sarenrite here.
Okay.
Which is, Sarenrite is the goddess of light and healing. She's like the redeemer. We're gonna get through this shit. Like, everyone has a chance. We're gonna fix them. God.
Yup.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
It seems like these people didn't make it, though.
Yeah!
Also, you've learned that Rexus is about halfway through going through those documents that you guys have uncovered. You can make checks each week to speed it up. Garm failed the check that he tried to make this week. But
Garm's done great this week already.
he's really knocking it out of the park.
Yeah.
But Rexus has learned that the Silver Ravens were founded about 100 years ago, and that a majority of the members seem to be either adventurers, like former adventurers, or worshippers of Milani, which is the same god that Garm worships.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's kind of where you are. So you've just finished searching those 3 ruins. You had the collapse back at the Wasp Nest. The streets are a little more dangerous. Random encounters have like a higher chance of happening right now. And yeah, your current like side quest that you have basically is to deal with this Red Jill gang that's been popping up. And also you've noticed that also in the Red Roof District, Hokum's Phantasmagorium is under the control of the Dotari right now. So, yeah, those are the 2 things of note you have.
Okay. In our light investigating of Hokum's Phantasmagorium, does that sound like it's relatively dangerous? Like the Red Jills, we were knew to be kind of dangerous, so we stayed away from it.
You guys are certainly feeling like more confident in your abilities, and you think that both of those things are things that you could certainly investigate. For what it's worth, one is like a street gang, and the other is a building that's under the guard of the city.
So one of them will draw a lot of attention.
One of them is probably more intricate than the other.
Gotcha.
Right? One is you going around and, like, figuring out why this gang is acting up and dealing with it. The other is, like, these are city officials. If you choose to go here, it's going to set off some alarm bells.
Okay.
So probably not that one right now, since the city's already on high alert.
Yeah, so we go deal with Jills?
I'm down for that.
Yeah, you can certainly head over there.
Level 2, let's do it.
You are level 2. You mean level 3?
Wait, what's that?
Maybe today. Who knows? But yeah, you guys want to head over to the Red Roof District. You've been here now a bunch. You seem to have spent, like, it seems like half your adventure so far in the Red Roof District. Again, this place is so named because of the red tiles. Looks very much like an old Italian kind of like village with these buildings of like irregular sizes side by side with one another, very narrow alleyways, these high-pitched roofs with this red clay that they harvest from the riverbank here. Hence its name. And this place is home to tieflings, kind of the lowest social caste in Kintargo that can't really afford to live anywhere else, nor would they necessarily be accepted anywhere else. A singular blemish on an otherwise very progressive and forward-thinking town. And what you had heard here is that the Red Jills have been around for a while, but these last few weeks, they have increased their activity. They've become more aggressive, and muggers and thugs wearing the signature red cloaks of the game have become more and more common. They seem to be targeting regular citizen. Any citizens of the Dotari or members of the Chelish Citizens group, those like radical guys that you fought a couple of times now, are being avoided. And it seems that because of this discretion, they've been left to their own devices to continue their work and continue robbing without any interference from the local constabulary.
Crazy how that works.
Local police. But yeah, what'd you guys like to do?
Well, I guess my thought was we go to Hamilton Hayes again and maybe get more information from him. He seems to have all the answers right now to this campaign.
You would be surprised how easy it is to get robbed as an Aasimar. I could probably just go wander around for a little bit.
Oh, you want to be bait?
Well, we know how being bait worked well last time.
Yeah.
Garm can go for 2. He can complete the pennant and lose his second nipple.
Yes.
I lost both of my nipples in the Red Roof District.
You need to get a t-shirt that says I lost my nips in the Red Roof District. Yeah. And all I got was this lousy t-shirt. Except it's like an assless chap where it's just cut out around your nip.
I bet you Hamilton Hayes can make this shirt for you.
I don't know if he would. He's a man of class. But yeah, did you want to play bait or did you want to go talk to someone?
I mean, if you want to play bait.
Garm is a master baiter.
I am. I've been doing it for years.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you walk around on the streets. The tieflings here do not like you, as you are an Aasimar.
Yeah. I'm really good bait.
They see you as like also an outsider to these lands, but because of the virtue of your bloodline, you like get treated better. So like no one is polite to you.
Yeah, I just won the genetic lottery.
I imagine you're like walking through market stalls, like looking at things to buy or whatever, and shopkeepers that are distracted will be like, "Oh yeah, of course, whatever I can do to." What are you doing here? Get out of here. We don't serve your kind here. Get out of here. Keep walking. Keep
My
walking.
apologies, sir.
And the rest of you guys are like 60 feet away or something, just following him.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll just be getting kicked out of like kebab stands and shit.
Give me a perception check.
All of us or just him?
Everyone can. And then someone roll me percentiles again. Sezzix, you see, you're the only one that sees. At the top of some of these high-pitched roofs, you see a couple of individuals wearing the telltale red cloaks or like red bandanas and like red masks that you would note to be members of the Red Jills. And they're certainly watching Garm walk around. They're certainly watching Caerrat walk around. They are not moving on him. They're noting him.
I think he's got some attention.
So 56 plus 15, 71. It seems as if, now that you've been out on the streets for a while today, you have drawn the attention of some random encounter.
Uh-oh.
As you are meandering about, 3 Dotari guards come upon Garm.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Someone's about to lose their kneecaps.
Someone is about to lose a kneecap.
Yeah, I mean, they come up to you and they see you, like, waving around coin and stuff like that. And they're like, "Are you lost, citizen?"
Oh yes, I'm not too used to this district. I usually stay on the other side of the river. They just don't talk to me very much. It's very. I understand, but
yeah. As you're talking to, like, the head of these guards, the other 2 move around to either side of you and begin just, like, touching your person. Like, checking your pouches. If you got, like, a backpack or something, they open it up and begin looking through it while you're talking to him.
Yeah, I have a couple scrolls in there.
Yeah, I mein, they'll grab the scrolls and, like, present them to the other one. He'll, like, unfurl and be like, "What does this say?"
I'll panic.
Roll panic. At this point, I think we would be approaching.
I'm an aspiring student here at the academy, and I was given a few of these scrolls to begin reading over and try and, get something going with it.
As you give your answer, Yuri and the rest of your group kind of, like, starts reaching where you guys were, and one of the guards will draw his weapon and turn as you get within, like, 30 feet or something. He'll put out a hand and be like, "Stand back, citizen. We're dealing with something."
Can I try to trip one of the guards for being rude to my
You're
man?
like 30 feet away right now.
Okay.
Yeah. Runs at him with the scythe. "I'm gonna trip you."
I'm gonna trip you.
So far, combat hasn't begun. Garm, why don't you give me a diplomacy or a bluff check?
Are these evil creatures acting against their...
They are, in fact, evil creatures.
Let's go. +1.
So like, you see Tommy's knuckles flex as he holds the grip of his walking scythe. And before bloodshed begins, Caerrat, you're like, "Oh yeah, I those things I'm reading, I'm sorry, I'm just trying to be a good student of Asmodeus. I believe they're in Infernal. I haven't mastered the language yet." And the guy's eyes will brighten and he'll be like, "Yes, good morrow to you. May the Night Prince keep you and hold you." And he'll, like, roll up the scrolls and hand them back to you. And he'll, like, tap you on the shoulder and be like, "Best move out of this district promptly. There's ne'er-do-wells all over the place. And he'll, like, walk over to the tiefling vendor you were talking to and just reach across and, like, put his hand in the till and, like, take a handful of copper and silver pieces and stuff them into his pocket. Good day, citizen. And they'll just, like, move on.
Jesus.
Can I stop him from being a thief?
Would you like to?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, you certainly may fight these creatures.
Like, how do you everyone else feel? Like, are we cool with thievery?
No, but they're kind of the cops, man.
You may certainly, Cobra, you may certainly slaughter these guys and spare this guy, like, the indignity of being robbed. However, as Caerrat learned earlier in the session, you guys, as an organization, are starting to generate negative press. So you may wish to keep your heads down for now until you get large enough to deal with all these problems at once.
Yes.
It would certainly make it harder for you guys to move freely about the city should you begin murdering guards.
Okay.
There will come a time for it.
Oh, we will be murdering so many of them, but we need to get there first.
It is not at level 2.
I will slyly... Okay. I'll let you guys calm me down, and then I'll slyly throw a gold piece to the vendor.
Yeah, like, once the guards have passed whatever, you can certainly give them a gold piece.
Okay.
And the vendor will be like, thank you. They've been here a couple hours every day now. They always seem to show up, and then, you know, once they're gone, of course, the Red Jills come out and they're harassing people or robbing people.
I'll get his good press. All right, I gave him a gold.
The Jills come out right after the Tatari leave?
Yeah, they watch their patrols and wait for them to be out of earshot before they move on anyone. And you'll see that a lot of the vendors begin, like, closing up for a little bit. And, like, heading inside their homes and locking their doors.
Interesting.
Yeah. Would you like to resume playing bait?
Let's have a strategy meeting, guys.
Though Sezzix will note, those Red Jills that were watching Garm have just now watched Sezzix and the group of you hang out together. They can't necessarily hear what you're saying because they're, like, 75 feet away or whatever. But they can note that you are one team.
Yeah.
We have now been made.
So that covers...
No. So they can't hear what we're saying, and do we know that they're watching us? Because
Sezzix does. I don't believe he's told anyone.
Sezzix,
yeah. Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I'm like,
We still all ran up to help me.
Yeah.
In this strategy meeting, let's make it look like we're mugging Garm and then push him away.
What the hell? Why?
To keep appearances up.
Yeah,
You can
Cobra
hear
just...
my
You're like,
friends,
wait, what?
but-
And then Cobra just trips you.
You damn Aasimar, I'll take his gold bag and leave.
Yeah.
It's part of the act, but yeah, no, let's do that.
I'll kick him in the side.
Give me a bluff. Give me a bluff check. One person give me a bluff check. Everyone else can assist. So whoever's the best bluffer.
I've got a +5 to bluff.
Let me check what mine is.
It's probably
I have a
Caerrat.
-1.
Caerrat's gonna have to sell it on the ground.
I only have a +1.
I have a +3.
All right, looks like you're up, Yuri. Is he like, yeah, stay down, scum. The rest of you make checks to assist. His 6. Oh my god!
Oh
For
no.
a total of 8. Very good. Very good.
I actually just get kicked in the head.
I like how the person with -1 did the best.
Yeah. I mean, he's the one that wasn't acting. He was just into it. Sezzix just fucking hates Garm.
Right? I didn't kick him. I just pushed him to the ground.
Yeah,
like, Jesus.
Sezzix sells it by spitting on him while he's down there. throws a rag at him. Clean yourself up, bitch, and walks off.
You one-nippled whore.
Threatens to go back, follow him, and shoot his dog. Like just.
Jesus Christ!
Oh my god.
Yikes. Sure, they'll make sense motive checks. I'll roll this die.
Oh my god.
A 5. They buy it.
Yes!
Oh my god.
Sure. You guys go around the corner and wait to hear the sounds of combat, which are inevitable. A minute or so later, Garm, as you've kind of straightened yourself up, you realize that, of course, having had your coin purse stolen, you're going to have something to entice them. So as you stand up, you, take an inventory of your gear, and you, take out your second gold purse and begin counting the coins on the table next to you. And it's not before long.
While he does it.
Yeah. It's not before long that 4 thugs show up. They seem to be all female and are a mix of tieflings and humans. And they're wearing the telltale red cloaks. And one of them will kind of come up to you as you're counting your coins and be like, "Hey there." And she's got a, what does she have? She has a short sword drawn in her hand, and she's kind of patting it into her other hand. Kind of like, "Hey, why don't you leave that coin on the table? We can help you count it."
Oh, sister, I would appreciate any help you can give me. May I introduce myself?
Oh, but of course. She'll walk up to you.
That's fair. I'll just leave the dummy coin purse sitting on the table, and I'll just kind of walk backwards.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she'll go up and begin scooping up the coins. The others will come up around you, Garm, and be maybe 5 feet away from you or something like that, sneering at you. They got their arms folded. They're mean mugging you.
I'll kind of start panicking a little bit. Didn't think we'd get this far. Shit. This is gonna hurt, isn't it?
How much gold did you leave on the table?
I'll say I left 20 or so.
Her eyes will kind of widen as she's like, "It's a lot of money. What are you doing carrying this amount of money around?" As she stuffs it into her pocket.
My parents are sponsoring my school.
Oh, little trust fund, baby. The other red Jills will kind of chortle as she says this. All right, here's what's going to happen. She'll walk up to you with her short sword, and she'll make an intimidate check. She gets an 18. She's fairly intimidating. She'll be like, "Here's what's going to happen. Once a week, you're going to come here, and you're going to bring us whatever tuition money they give you. If you don't, we're going to find you. We're going to find where we live. We're going to cut your other nipple off."
How do you know about my nipple?
We've been watching everything.
My chest. How do you know?
And we know that you got your friends around the corner. We know they're gonna come in here and try to start stuff. But just so you know, she'll take her sword and she'll put the point of it to your chest, we know where to find you.
I'm sure. That's why we came to find you.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, I imagine your companions come around the corner or whatever.
Yeah, I'll be panicking as I try and make this diplomacy check.
Sure, do it up.
I'll kind of we just wanted to have a conversation.
Yeah, as your companions come out onto the open street, very much like a Western, quick draw type scene, as your gang approaches from one end and their gang is there around Garm. She puts a hand on Caerrat's shoulder and points the sword out towards you guys and be like, "No need for any ruckus. We're just having a friendly chat with your companion here, figuring out a payment plan for our future rendezvous. Isn't that right, friend?"
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we've reached an understanding, so why don't you stay where you are and we'll be on our way. What do you guys want to do?
With my sight,
Let's say okay.
Can I pull out my coin
you.
purse and say, "Here, I have more gold. Come count. Let him go," and to entice them to come to us and leave Garm?
She'll kind of like narrow her eyes and gesture for like one of them to go over to you, and one of them will walk over to you. It should be like gold first, then we'll let him go.
Okay.
This is working out great for me. I give her like 10 gold or something. I imagine you don't keep all your gold in one bag, especially since you're trying to like bribe people and stuff like that periodically.
I'm gonna fumble with it for a bit. Wait to see what happens. Trying to bait them away from Garm.
Yeah, the leader will like take the sword. Garm, you feel free to stop me at any point if you want to do anything. She'll take the sword and she'll like press it against Garm's throat. She won't do any damage yet, but it's there.
Hey, Tommy,
Leave the
stop
coin
being a
purse.
dick.
Okay. I'll give it away.
Yeah. She'll take the gold purse, and she'll like start walking back to the group. And as she does, the leader will like take the blade off Garm's neck and like shove him forward.
It's been a pleasure.
Run
I'll
along
say
now,
kind
little
of something.
Aasimar. Scurry back to your friends.
So, guys, what was the plan again? We got this far, but I don't remember what the plan was. After
You
this.
get that moment where like Caerrat and the tiefling are like gonna walk past each other, about 15 feet between you guys.
I flinch a little.
It's like fake punches.
If it were a
Gosh.
movie, I'd yell, "Caerrat, take the..." Or not Caerrat, Sezzix, take the shot.
Would you like to?
I mean, he's got my gold.
Sure. It says, give me the stealth check as I know you're stealthed. I'm sorry, I assumed you were stealthed. Yeah.
Yeah, no, you're
Oh
right.
my
no
God.
one has seen you as this has been transpiring. Kind of like lurking, moving your way up. You're about halfway between the two groups, and you're well hidden in like a
I'm
market
behind a stall.
Yeah, you're like behind
Yeah.
a market stall. And you hear Tommy yell. What do you yell?
Sezzix, take the shot.
Yeah, go ahead and make an
Oh.
attack roll. Who are you shooting?
I'll pop up. I'll shoot the leader.
Sure. Let me
Not
get
the
a map.
person right next to Garm.
Let me get a map.
Let me get a map.
Oh yeah, I should wait for the fucking map.
I mean, we have to put an end to this. They're just gonna harass the, Caerrat whenever he's alone.
What? No, I would never.
And they have our gold, so
I'd just be a
They have
reoccurring
your
threat.
gold, let's be clear.
Every
No.
time I'm alone, I just get bullied by the Red Jill gang.
Yuri and Sezzix never gave up any gold for this transaction.
I'm down so much gold.
you've been kicked by your friends for this. All right, let's not let this go to waste.
This is the once in a lifetime opportunity.
I've actually gained gold today, Craig. I still have.
Just trying to find a
you're
map. I guess we'll just use this park protest again. Because we just need like a generic map. Boom! There you are. I'll say there's like some... here's like a wall of buildings on the north, and then along the south will be another like wall, and then there are some like market stalls or whatever, and you have moved yourself into position behind one of these. Boop. Do something like that. Sure. You guys. Oh, tooth fairies. We're done with that combat. Let's leave those boys on out of there.
Because I never want to see those again.
We've done. They've done their work. So it says like you've moved yourself up to here. Caerrat, you're like at about the halfway point. Maybe you catch a glimpse of the musket peering through like the silks that are for sale at the stall here, moments before combat begins.
Oh, that's the plan.
Oh right, we did have a plan. boom, as gunfire rings out. And now I would like to do this, though. Nope, that doesn't work. How do I... Oh, I gotcha. Yeah, so... Some red gills. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. I want another one. So I'm going to add them again, maybe? Yeah, perfect. Okay, cool. We have got it. Oh, no. I didn't want to do that. Number quattro. Sweet. All right. So let me now kind of maneuver my dudes. So yeah, the leader will be Red Jill 1. She's got a couple of thugs with her. Boom. Boom. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're about 15 feet away, let's say. They're 15 feet away. And Tommy and Yuri about there, maybe? Yeah, that seems good. Okay. So yeah. Surprise round will be everyone except Caerrat, because Caerrat didn't know what was happening. Because he didn't know what the plan was.
Yes, we totally knew the plan.
I was just piecing it together.
You guys knew that he was stealthed.
You okay?
Right?
That's fair.
But Garm did not. So, let me roll all initiatives. Okay. Top of the round, surprise round, Sezzix, leading us off.
So anyway, I started
blasting. Yeah, you did.
Ciao.
Boom! You blaster, your musket rings out. They're clearly surprised. Blood sprays as your bullet hits her in the shoulder, and she cries out in pain, almost drops her sword. She's still standing, but she looks badly hurt. Tommy, surprise round, so just one action.
So I can only do a move action?
No, it's technically a standard action. If there was someone next to you could attack. You could do what's called a limited action charge, where you move 30 feet and make one attack, if you wanted to.
5, 10, 15, 20. I don't see how you can move 30 feet and attack.
There's a guy within 30 feet of you.
Oh.
Yeah, you could get Red Jill 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
Totes.
Let's do this. Shoot them.
Yeah, you can get the one that has its back to you as she's walking back to the group, holding your coin purse. Oh no. You also get +2 from charging, so you certainly hit. Yeah, as she's running away, a scythe blade sprouts out of her chest, and she looks down at it in horror, and then you rip it out, and she collapses to the ground. She's dead.
True dead?
She's unconscious.
Okay.
She looks like she will be dead fairly shortly, unless there's some medical intervention. And Yuri, last but not least.
Well,
Yuri comes over, just curb stomps her.
Send a message. I'll just come up 30 feet.
Sure.
I'll stand in front of Sezzix.
Yeah. All right, top of the round. The leader will go. She is badly hurt. You shot Red Jill 4. Did you mean to shoot the leader or the one that you were next to?
The one I was next to.
Oh.
I thought you were shooting the leader.
That one is dead. That one got shot in the neck, and literally.
Yeah,
that one's super dead.
I thought the leader is the one that had Garm. I would save my companion first.
Oh no, I was fine. So
no, they were doing the prisoner exchange.
Yeah, so if you shoot farther, it lets our front line get to this one first.
The leader is Red Jill 1. She's in the back.
Also, if you take out their leader, their morale is ruined, and I can make a diplomacy check.
Did you want to shoot the leader or the one next to you?
I can shoot the leader then, yeah.
I assumed that because that's what you said you wanted to do. So
Yeah, and then I'd just attack the one that was next to me, because...
yeah,
Oh, no.
the one that was shot in the neck, will like kind of like hold a hand to her throat. She'll see her gear here. She's like, get him. She'll move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She begins like staggering away. She like leans against the wall here. She does like there's like a streak of blood. She's like just trying to run off. That's her turn. Sezzix.
Again.
Bring him down, Legolas.
Yeah. I would just have
You would
how
have
does the range increment work?
so you have a range of 40 feet. Since she's beyond that, you'd get a -2, and it would not be against her touch AC. It'd be against her regular AC, so she'd be harder to hit.
And we only had one action in the first round, so I have to use my move action this round to reload, right?
Correct.
Yeah. And just like I could guess her touch AC would be 3 or 4 higher, right? Or her non-touch AC.
Yeah, I mean, they're wearing like light leathers or something. She was very easy to hit the first time because it was against her touch AC and she hadn't gone yet. But yeah, what would you like to do? It doesn't look like she's making a speedy getaway, as she is staggered.
I figure we can chase her down afterwards.
She's also probably leaving a blood trail. Like, probably not.
Yeah.
If I'm aware.
Yeah, Walter said she was like leaning against a stall and bleeding on it.
Severely hurt. But yeah, you want to blast one of the others?
Yeah, I'll blast number 30.
Sure. Do it up. You hit. That one you just like clip in the arm. She's still pretty ambulatory. Red Jill's 4 will go. Oh, she's on the ground. She'll roll this die. Yeah, she's on the ground. Tommy. I don't know why you guys have damage after a long rest. It's very weird.
I'm gonna take a.
Oh yeah, after the fairies, we didn't.
I'm gonna go for a hero move. I'm gonna take a 5-foot step while pulling out my javelin.
Sure.
I only have 30-yard range, and it's through someone. What negative penalty?
It would just be a -2.
All right, I'm feeling this, boys.
Gosh. Someone did track in high school. Let's see if it pans out.
Holy
my gosh.
That hits with your -2 baked in. Yeah, you impale this poor woman as she's trying to get away. And she like clutches at her gullet and collapses to the ground as this javelin sprouts out of her stomach. She's very badly hurt and bleeding to death. Caerrat, so much murder.
I will plead to the 2 remaining Red Jills. Please put down your weapons to let me heal your friend.
Diplomacy check of a 25.
Ooh. If I'm still shaken, that's -2.
Red Jill's 2, yeah. You're no longer shaken on this turn. Red Jill's 2 will, like, just put their hands up as they haven't drawn their weapon. And will, make themselves small. Yuri.
I'll just crack my knuckles to help intimidate.
Sure. Make an intimidate check.
Sure.
Yeah, Red Jill's 2 hasn't been attacked yet, so she just puts her hands up. Red Jill's 3 looks like you haven't gotten through. As you try to, like, intimidate her, it doesn't seem to have any effect. She grits her teeth, having been shot in the arm. Did you want to move, Yuri? Sorry.
I know, I'll stay in front of Strat.
She grits her teeth, having been shot in the arm, and she will take a move action and run back to here, and with the second move action, she'll grab the coin purse. She'll grab Garm's coin purse off of the probably dead leader. And it looks like she's going to make a run for it. Red Jill's 1, the one with the javelin in her, continues to bleed. Sezzix.
That bitch. All right.
Put her
Are
down.
we gonna try to get Red Jill's 3?
We offered them surrender. If they want to run away, they can run away.
They have Garm's gold.
It's fine.
You're currently unloaded, so you need to reload shoot.
Yeah, I know. But I'm asking the team, Yuri, Tommy, are we going for it, or?
I mean, I just threw a javelin through someone. I'm pretty sure we're down to kill these guys.
Yeah, go for it. We could keep this other one, Red Jill's 2, alive for questioning. Like,
No, we have one to talk to. I'll blast 3.
Yeah, do it up. You have a -2, and you're not against touch. The shot goes wide, just hitting the wall next to her. Red Jill's force seems to have stabilized.
That was a warning shot.
Tommy.
Because I have my javelins out, I can move and then throw, right?
Yeah. Thrown weapons, you can like attack with. Yeah, you're fine.
5.
Simple explanation is yes.
All right, I'm gonna throw it at 3.
Sure. No penalty this time.
Oh,
She ducks out of the way. Searit.
Reginald's 1 looks dying, right?
Yes.
Sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll come up to here and I will channel positive energy, excluding 3 and 4, the stabilizer.
Okay. How much does it heal for? 1d6?
1d6.
Boop. She heals for 5. Yeah, her wounds close a bit. She's still unconscious.
She's stable. That's enough.
Red Jill's 2 standing next to you as you're throwing javelins. She'll take a move action. She'll just move over to here.
smart move. Smart move.
Yuri?
I'll just be like, where are you going, Red Jill's 2?
She's like, she gestures at the guy who's chasing down someone throwing javelins away from that.
We're not done talking to you. And I guess I'll just like try to restrain them some way.
Oh, she'll become hostile again.
Just let her stand there, man. She just doesn't want to be near the
Garm diplomacy'd her. She's neutral. She hasn't drawn her weapons. She's just hanging out. It doesn't look like she was fleeing. She only took 1 move action.
Okay, well, I guess I'll just monitor the situation. How about that?
You like,
I'm not trying to.
she saw you and tried to intimidate the other one, and she like looks at you like, yeah, I'm as good as intimidating as you are, buddy. Try that shit with me, see what happens.
She's afraid of me.
She is afraid of you. You've killed 2 people. Regio's 3 will double move around the corner and be making a stealth check. Boop. Regil's 1. Sezzix, too far away for you to catch her. You can like reload and move towards her though.
I'll reload, but I'm not going to move towards her.
Tommy, I imagine you want to pursue her.
Yes.
Go ahead and run around the corner and give me a perception check against my stealth check. We'll see if the combat's over. She makes it away with Garm's 20 gold pieces. Yeah, you see her. She's like 30 feet away from you. She's ducked behind some cover, but you can still see her. So you can make an attack if you'd like.
I would like to.
Yeah, her AC is slightly higher because she has cover.
Ooh.
It thunks into like the cardboard, into like the wooden sign next to her, and her eyes go wide. Searit, you're not pursuing. Yuri, you're not pursuing. Yuri, you're not pursuing. Correct?
Nope.
Okay. She'll run and make another stealth check, and I'll give you one more perception check to see her. This time, you seem to have lost her. And Garm's 10 gold pieces.
It was 20.
20 gold pieces! Big money! Big money!
Why would your decoy bag have 20 gold pieces in it?
He's rich!
My parents... I don't know.
No, you actually fucked up, Austin. You took the decoy bag. You find the one that you took off of him is full of rocks.
Okay, I got a rock.
You threw 3 javelins. 2 hit something. Evens. You're able to recover 2 of your javelins. The one that missed, though, was like shattered or whatever. So you've lost 1 javelin. But yeah, you're able to stabilize the 2 that are unconscious, and the one that is conscious seems willing to talk with you.
Hey there.
Hey there. Handle
Sorry.
yourselves pretty well.
Yeah, they do. I obviously not so much.
Hey, every good team needs a honeypot. Should give you a smile and like a thumbs up.
I'll respond.
Can I yell, "Shut up, bitch"? No.
Tommy,
She's
it was a compliment.
Should be
It
like,
was a compliment.
I see he's the brains of the operation.
I'm not okay with her hitting on my man.
She'll kind of like crinkle her nose and be like, he's not my type.
I figured. That being said, we kind of came here just wondering why you guys were attacking people so much. And then you attacked me.
She kind of like looks at you quizzically like, we're a gang.
Well, yeah, but like, you're only attacking normal people. Like, why aren't you taking from the rich Chelish folks?
That would be stupid.
Well, yeah, but like, why are you hurting people that you live with?
I mean, hey man, the Devil's Nursery, Red Roof District, this is it's a hard scrabble life. I didn't get any handouts when I was coming up. You know, I was an urchin, like everyone else around here. You just got to do what you got to do to survive. And
I understand. You have a job, and I wouldn't try and take that away from you. I feel like there's just something more going on here.
Well, I mean, we had a change in leadership recently, if that's what you're talking about.
That is probably what I'm talking about. May I inquire some more? I apologize for the condescension.
She like shrugs and she's like, ain't nothing I haven't been experienced to my whole life already. Especially by an Aasimar.
Truly.
She tells you, her name is Mary Beth. And she'll tell you that until recently the gang was led by someone else, but an up-and-comer named Scar quickly like defeated her. She's no longer around. Some people say that she was burned alive, but there's no evidence. There was no body. Scar is pretty reclusive. She knows that there's a hideout on Temple Hill where they drop off their money periodically and they're allowed to like keep a percentage of it. But Scar's the one that's told them to amp up their activity lately. And she's like, you guys are, you can handle yourself or whatever. Scar's terrifying. Like, she's terrifying because the previous leader was terrifying and Scar killed her.
When did this change in leadership happen?
She tells you that about a month ago. She's seen Scar. Glimpses of her. She wears a red cloak and red robes, and she has golden metal gauntlets. And she's got like a shock of red hair.
Those gauntlets sound cool.
Yep.
For like brawling specifically?
She shrugs and she's like, Scar hasn't used any of her abilities to keep us in line. She removed the previous leader very handedly and announced that she was in charge.
Was that a pun, sir?
She's like, maybe, I don't know.
Or ma'am.
Listen, I know that my time here has come to an end, and I'm at your guys' mercy. So I'll tell you what I know. Sadly, it's not much. I can tell you where to find her, but I don't know much about her. She keeps to herself.
Well, everything you've told us is everything we wanted to know. Thank you very much for your help.
Yeah.
Your friend that ran off, I assume we'll just call it the cost of doing business, and I'll take care of...
She'll probably be at Temple Hill.
Probably. I'll pick your 2 friends up. If you can just take them out for drinks or something over the next night or 2, I'd appreciate that.
Oh, you're gonna let them go too?
Oh yeah, just keep them busy. As long as they don't go to Temple Hill tonight, you guys can go back to doing whatever you're doing. We just can't have that leader doing what they're doing.
Sure. You can make another diplomacy check.
Can I tap my javelin on the ground, like the spearhead of it?
How does that help?
Trying to get the giblets off the pike end.
Yeah.
They're the one I recovered.
Yeah. She's like, I didn't expect any sort of special treatment, especially from an Aasimar of all things. She kind of like run her hand through her hair. Like, I'm sorry. I think I misjudged you.
I'll look at her 2 friends on the ground. I'm sorry. Like,
like I don't know what you guys are about, but you seem to be trying to do good, and that's admirable. If you ever need anything, you let me know. She'll take her 2 friends away. Mechanically, when you guys start your next week, you can gain 3 followers.
Sweet.
It's crazy how there's supposed to be 3 members of a rogue team. Crazy. We just had to get rid of one of them.
But yeah, she'll tell you that there is this hideout on the eastern slopes of Temple Hill, and she'll tell you the location. You think that, this layer or whatever, is on top of, what appears to be a small orphanage and was once a shrine to Aridin. It's known as the Humbright House. Both the church and the orphanage closed their doors in the months following Arodin's death 100 years ago, and both buildings have remained mostly abandoned ever since, periodically being utilized as a base of operations for gangs and thugs of all stripes. But yeah, she'll tell you there's definitely, like, gonna be some Jills there. So, keep your eyes out. Keep your eyes peeled.
I think I have all my spell slots.
Jill's boys at it again.
Before we go in, what are our armor classes?
Low. Let's see here.
Low,
18.
low.
14.
I think I'm 16. I'm not at my computer right now. I'm trying to find something.
Yuri, do you have a ring of protection yet?
No.
All right. Before we walk into the door, I'll cast Shield of Faith on you. That'll give you a +2 deflection bonus on your armor class for 2 minutes.
I like that. I'll just put it in now. Gosh, how much is a ring of protection?
2,000.
1 to 5. With
2,000.
It's
It's bonus squared times 2,000.
Oh, I definitely don't have that money yet.
No, we are poor.
How much gold do we even have?
Well, I think we're actually relatively rich citizens,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm at 350
but like
right now.
not rich enough to like have cool items yet.
Oh yeah, no, not even close.
Walter, important question for you.
Yeah.
How much gold is it to get my other nipple pierced so I can get this nipple piercing refitted?
Because you only had the one piercing, so you want to get the
I
other.
only had the one piercing. I have to get the other one done.
With the right charismatic check, they might do it for free for you.
I'm sure that if you go out and talk to Risto, he can take care of it for you.
All right, that'll be a future adventure.
Yeah, certainly. Certainly you and Tommy can spend as much time as you like with Risto. He's more than happy to entertain, as it were.
Sure you guys
but
have a
yeah.
sugar daddy.
So as you guys approach the building, and she'll have told you that there is an area on like the second floor where the Red Jills stay, and then there's an adjoining building that there's like a rickety ladder that goes over to, and that's where Scar stays, like behind a closed door inside there, and only a couple of red Jills like actually go and like talk to her. Everyone else wants to keep their distance. So like the most senior members go and talk to her or whatever. But both of the buildings, the one that Scar is in, all of the lower levels are gutted. Like there's no floors, and she's at the top of like a 3-story building, like in the top on the roof there in like a little shack that you can only get to with this bridge or whatever. The building the Red Jills are in, they stay on like the second floor of this abandoned orphanage, and the first floor is similarly gutted, and there's like ladders that go up to the second floor. But there's like really nothing on the first floors of either of the buildings. And their whole operation is like 10 feet plus off the ground, is where like everyone hangs out. So as you guys approach, give me a perception check. Oh, I'm going to delete all these things out of here, and then I'm going to replace them. You can spy, all of you see, not hidden at all, what seem to be 3 red Jills on a balcony, kind of like keeping a lookout. And as you guys approach, they see you. And kind of like note your presence, and you notice that one of them seems to be the gal that got away, Garm. And they have crossbows. And we can certainly just roll initiative.
Is this the ladder that's like near the bottom, kind of right-ish or kind of middle?
Yeah, there seems to be a ladder here that goes up.
Okay.
Tommy and Yuri. Sure. You guys can place yourselves, like, we'll say, like, I don't know, over here as you're coming up. Boop. Let's see. You see him from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You see him from about 20 squares away. So about, like about there, let's say. And you can place yourselves where you'd like to be. But yeah, let's get some initiative rolled. Sezzix, quick as ever, you are up first. You see them up on this balcony. They seem to be about 10 feet off the ground.
So they're about... I'll just like move up to about here.
Yeah. Do you want to take a shot?
Yeah. Where's that pointer thing?
They are flat-footed, so it'd just be at a -4 for the distance.
Okay.
Yeah, you totally hit, dude. Roll that damage. Yeah, you blast that one in the shoulder. She cries out, calling like, Scar, they're here! From the other structure, which is like a abandoned bell tower, the lower levels of which, you know, you've been told have been completely gutted, and that's accessible through, as you can see, like this intermediary roof with like the ladder or whatever. You see a woman appear up here. However, she does not look and you can see her there behind you guys. She does not look entirely human. In fact, she seems to be some sort of winged creature. As you see black feathered wings unfurl from a red cloak, and she takes to the air. And she will do what she does. 25 feet, you say. She'll fly down to be about 30 feet off of the ground, and she will fire a spell at Garm. Seems to be Scorching Ray.
Sick.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
47 damage?
It crit.
Fuck.
So Garm rounds the corner, and as this cry of alarm comes out, Scar, her full name of course being Scarplume, flies out and just blasts Garm with this beam of fire that hits him in the base of the skull and just kind of chars his head, and he doubles over and collapses to the ground in a smoldering heap. The red Jills go. They will return fire upon the gun-wielding maniac. That one misses. This one will go. Oh, that one gets a hit. For 3 damage. Tommy.
So that's flying in the air, so I can't reach that except for javelins, and these guys are above the ground as well.
Correct.
Can I attempt to stabilize Garm?
Yes, you could take one of the potions of cure moderate wounds you have, and you could pour it down his throat.
Okay, I grab it right out of Yuri's side pouch, because Yuri's the one who has it, right?
There were 4
I
of
told you to
them.
take one as well.
I think
You should
everyone
have
would
one.
have ones, yeah. You know Garm has one as well. So
Okay.
you can grab one from wherever you choose.
I'll take... I don't see it in my inventory, but if I have one, I'll use mine.
It's in the
on
party sheet. You just need to drag it onto your sheet.
Okay. Yeah, I'll use mine on Garm. So that
Yeah.
Garm can use his on himself afterwards.
2d8 plus 3.
Roll it up.
2d8 plus 3. I didn't do the 3.
So 12?
That puts me at 1 hit point.
Yo! The
Hell
one that
yeah,
was
brother.
shot will return fire, Seishi. It misses. As crossbows are flying down, Caerrat, you kind of heard something, you turned and saw this weird creature. A beam of fire connected with your face, and you just went up like a candle. You thought you were dead. Your eyes flutter open, and you see Tommy above you, pouring this potion into your mouth. Your eyes open. What would you like to do?
Still laying on the ground. Being prone gives me +4 against
Ranged attacks,
right?
Sure does.
Yeah, I will be staying on the ground.
That could have been anyone, boys.
Just rolled the dice wrong, I guess.
That's why I was like, you guys should do this one last.
Yeah.
A flying combatant with Scorching Ray.
I'll burn my scroll of cure matter wounds.
Sure. You're
All
knocked
right,
off.
we're fine.
Back to
Good
full.
rolls. Good rolls.
Yuri. It seems as if the immediate threat has subsided, but still, the creature is there.
Well, I don't do any range damage. Unless they get
Tanglefoot
within,
bag.
I think it's 10 feet is the length. Let me read it
You just
again.
get penalties if they're beyond that.
Oh, okay.
And I think it's 20.
Range increments of 10 feet. Okay.
So if you moved underneath her, you'd only have a -4. And it's against touch AC.
Well, I see where she's at. Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Oh, look, 30. So I can go right underneath her. And I'm just going to as I'm running.
Now,
up,
I will say
throw it right
this.
up at it.
If you miss, you know that bag's going to come back down on you.
What if I throw it right here and give it like a slight angle, like an 85 degree or something?
Sure. I didn't think this through.
Yeah.
Yeah, if Tommy wants to play the game where you throw the javelin straight up in the air, tries to dodge it when it comes back down. Yeah, go make that ranged touch attack, baby.
Sure. What kind of roll is that? I don't even know.
Roll a d20, add your base attack bonus, and add your dexterity modifier. So 2 plus your dex mod.
Okay, so that's basically like if I were to just punch somebody. No, that uses strength. Yep. Dexterity, okay. Let me look at those numbers real quickly. So +1 with dex and...
So +3 total.
+2 because my BAB is 1.
Your
Base
level
attack
2.
bonus should be 2.
Your base attack bonus is 2 at level 2.
It's 2. Okay.
Yarp.
I missed that.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So you have +3 and then a -4. So you have a -1 to hit her touch AC.
Okay. Let's see here.
So not too bad. That will miss, sadly.
Yeah.
It does need to break a 10, I'll tell you that much. You huck the bag. It goes wide. It splats on the ground some distance away.
Okay.
Sezzix.
I'm taking another shot at the next one. Or
Sure.
the same one.
Can you... Scar, please.
You're fine.
How many of those do you think she has?
You guys are a 3-on-1. I'm a 1-on-3.
None of us can hit this.
As Yuri moved up and threw a bag, Garm, you notice that her attention seems entirely focused at Yuri now.
Oh, thank fuck. Okay,
and
we're
her
fine.
eyes go red with rage.
I'm going to at least finish this one, and then I will maybe come help.
Sure. That's what I like to hear. Split the party.
This
No!
one's dead. No! Damn it.
Yes!
I don't...
Only I
too
may
much.
crit with my touch attacks. That will drop her, though, as she goes unconscious, as you, clip her in the skull with your shot. She just cracks to the ground.
Is that the one that we saw earlier?
Yep.
Deal 3? Yeah. He just
Scar...
never died.
Scar does not like that you threw something at you, and she'll say, "Impudent human!" And she'll cast a Scorching Ray at you.
15 AC.
Your
Right,
touch AC is much lower.
That's true. 13 touch AC.
Oh, not a 20. Bummer.
Oh, no.
As
15
she
damage.
immolates you for 15 damage. And she doesn't have the ability to hover, so she kind of oscillates around a bit, and she'll wind up here. Red Jill's 1. She will move up to here and begin shooting down at the crossbow wielding or the gun wielding maniac. Dude, I'm rolling hot tonight. Gonna get a kill. This one will just take a 5-foot step and also take a shot because she has to reload. Whoops. Yo! Can't miss. Let's go, Tommy.
Is she on the ground?
No, she is 30 feet in the air, flying around.
All right, 5-foot step here, so I have a clear line of sight.
Yeah.
Pull out my javelin.
Give it a shot. This fight was incredibly hard for our group, except we had our archer get a natural 20.
That does solve that fight.
This is one of the 2 fights I remember from book 1 when I played this game. This is vastly powerful compared to the other stuff.
I mean, those tooth fairies were actually
it says a
rough.
17 misses. Let me verify that is true. A 17 will hit her. She has not yet cast mage armor.
Okay.
Her first round of combat, she thought it would be better to open with a Scorching Ray.
It definitely seemed better.
Definitely seemed better.
It was critical to her
hits.
plan.
You thwack her with a javelin, and she winces in pain. It's now she's got this javelin sticking out of her thigh. But she seems relatively tough. That one is on the ground. Continues to... Oh, no, stabilizes. Caerrat, you're up.
Pro, and you move at a quarter speed?
Yes.
Sick. I'll wiggle here and then channel positive energy.
Sure. Would you like to exclude my flying creature?
I think she's out of range.
Yes, 30 feet up at that she would be. And then Yuri, you're up. After you've been healed for some amount of hit points.
Yay!
It tells you what it does. Nice!
I just couldn't figure out what button to press to actually roll the heal.
Yuri!
Oh, cool.
Some of your wounds close. Your face is still badly scorched. That nice shirt that you have, that's going to need to be touched up.
I need to make
As
it
part of it's like fused to your flesh, like in the shoulder where you got blasted by this super hot fire.
I'm gonna
super hot. Get a shout out to Super Flash.
Potion of Cure Moderate. Here.
No, Garm, please don't.
What's the dice for Cure Moderate runes?
2d8 plus 3.
Okay.
Not a bad call. It seems like she does 46 damage pretty regularly. Yeah.
13.
You top off, man.
Sweet. That's my action. I get a little bit of movement though.
You had to draw it and then you had to drink it.
Okay. So I'm stuck there.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Sezzix.
I will.
There's a couple of crossbows sticking out of you.
I will run back, and then I have to reload this turn.
All right.
So I can't shoot this turn.
Scar is very upset that she's been hit by the javelin. She will fly down, though not into melee. She will fly to here, and she will be 10 feet off the ground, and she will just do a burning hands over these 3 people. As she bathes you all in fire. Yuri, you're safe.
Oh, cool. She's 10 feet up in the air?
She sure is.
All right. I got a plan.
It says DC 12 on here. So can the 3 of you make reflex saves DC 12? To take 10 points of damage or half. Caerrat's good. You all take half, so you all take 5. No one has evasion yet, I believe.
No.
Okay, Sezzix, you give yourself the dams?
I did.
All right, the Jills will go. They will, at this point, being relatively uninjured, they will make some acrobatics checks. And they're going to come down and engage you guys in melee, as that's where they really do some damage. So a couple acrobatics checks. They descend off the sides. One of them kind of like trips and falls, takes 2 points of damage, falls prone, and then stands up. That'll be Red Jill's 1. That'll be the one that you recognize from before. Seems like she's less good on her feet. The other one is able to make it to there and takes no points of damage as they come down. They still have their crossbows out, though you see they have short swords on their hips. Tommy.
So still not in melee range?
Not in melee range. There's like 1 square between her and you.
Okay, I'll throw another javelin at her.
Yeah, you don't have any penalties to hit her now. She's quite close.
Doesn't matter if I roll like shit.
No.
Yep, it goes wide, thunks into the building behind her, probably. Caerrat.
I will spend a move action to stand up.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Come at me.
Yeah, I don't think I'm doing that. I'll make a 5-foot step here. Yeah, I'll channel again.
Sure. You want to unexclude me?
Yeah, I'll selective you.
You son of a gun.
Got him.
Yes, son of a bitch. Boom. Yuri.
Okay. Here's my thought. Let me know if it works, because I don't know mechanically how it's going to work. I want to run and jump up and try and maybe grapple or something to grab her leg.
You would have to make an acrobatics check DC 20 to get 1 square off the ground.
Okay.
So if you make that check, then you'll be in range of her, and then you can make your attack roll or whatever.
Let me check my inventory really quickly, because I got some boots that I think give me acrobatics something there. As a free action, the wearer can click their boots together to grant +5 bonus to acrobatics check to move through threatening squares or to move through an enemy space. Okay, so I don't know if that's going to do anything for me because I think
sure. I'd say it'll get you +5.
Okay. Cool.
Also, any increases to your speed affect your acrobatics. So if you had like haste or something, that gives you a +12 to acrobatics checks because you're moving faster. Every 10 feet of speed you go up, you get +4 to acrobatics.
I got a 20.
Okay, and you want to make a check to grab her or like dirty trick to stop her from flying?
Yeah, basically I want to pull her down to us.
Sure, I'll say you could make a dirty trick check by like jumping up and like trying to entangle her by grabbing onto her clothes.
Sure.
Like her robes or whatever.
Just like Panzer.
CMB.
Yeah. Yep. Your dirty trick that you're proficient with. Against her combat maneuver defense, is that with your bonus for it being a dirty trick?
I have to have sneak attack to get that bonus.
Oh, you don't have the feat?
I'm not in Slayer yet. I think that's level 3 I can start.
No, you have the feat improved dirty trick. Gives you +2 to dirty trick combat maneuver checks.
I've got the +2 one.
Is that baked in already?
Yeah.
That will miss by 1.
No!
So I was making sure.
No.
No, you have 2 from that. You should have +8. Yep, +8. Alas, you missed by 1.
So rough.
You hate to see it. You grab hold of her like sash, but it slips out of your hands at the last minute. And
does that count as a charge?
I guess I'd go past her.
If you want to get -2 to your armor class, I will allow it to be a charge.
That's a yes.
Do you want to take a penalty to your AC? Yeah. You're able to entangle her, and she'll like drop 5 feet and in her melee range. Sezzix.
So I have.
Well, I mean, I want to blast her, right?
Seems like a good time. Her AC is reduced by 2 right now because she's entangled.
But I have -4 because she's shooting into melee, right?
Correct.
So -2.
Total of -2. Yep. Oof.
Oh no!
That will not hit her touch AC by 1.
Tommy, the scythe. Use the scythe.
Scar will go. She is livid, and as a move action, she'll like shake off the entangled condition as she like bats your hand away. And then you'll notice her hand crackles with electricity, and she'll be like, "Die, human!" And she'll try to touch you. She'll cast Shocking Grasp.
Okay.
Does her undoing Untangle not provoke?
It's a move action to remove a condition caused by Dirty Trick, and it does not provoke.
Okay.
She misses you. Her hand still crackles with electricity. That's her turn, though. So she is there in the square. She probably has to, like, 5-foot flop over to here or some shit. I guess she could make a fly check. If she fails her fly check, she'll just land outright. But if she succeeds, she'll still be 1 square off the ground. At least have a little bit of height advantage. Oh, yeah. She's able to remain aloft. The Red Jills will go. They will double move with their weapons. They surround Yuri. They have drawn their short swords. Tommy.
I'll swing at the flying creature.
Good call.
With a power attack.
That will hit.
Okay.
She didn't cast mage armor. Yeah, you bury your scythe like into her side, and she cries in pain and like pivots and rips it out. She's still flying. Caerrat. She looks badly hurt.
Have you ever done damage in this campaign yet?
Have I?
He did.
Yeah.
He killed that.
He even got a kill.
He killed that tooth fairy, dude. He sniped that tooth fairy. You don't remember that legendary shot?
We told for years.
Yeah, that's his like hunting lodge story. He can be part of the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. Just sit around and talk about all the great things he used to do.
I will 5 foot. And channel again.
Sure. You're excluding everybody?
Yep, I have a 3 charisma.
Monster.
It's tragic, really.
Okay. Yuri.
I mean, I'm gonna. She's in range. I'm gonna attack her.
Yeah, she on the ground.
Yeah.
Come punch that bitch.
You gonna attack her twice with your flurry?
Yeah, I've never done flurry before, so okay.
You just make 2 attacks, and they're at -2.
They both are?
Yes.
Okay.
You get a second one, but all your attacks are at -2.
Okay. Let's start with that one. Hey.
Yo, roll that damage. Dude, she's done. She's smoked. With that one, she will go unconscious.
Nice.
As you like wrap your arm like underneath her wing and like kidney shot her. She drops to a knee. Do you want to take your second attack on her or against one of the Jills around you?
I'll do the Jill that's to my right. Jill number 1.
Yeah, make your next attack.
Okay.
She drops unconscious.
Excellent. I like to think I did like a Super Mario jump punch, you know?
Oh, she was on the ground.
Oh, okay. I thought she was still kind of hovering.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. So you can Super Mario jump punch her. You like grab onto her leg or something, pull her into it. That attack will miss.
Yeah.
Sezzix, there are 2 combatants beside you.
Sezzix will take a 5-foot step.
And Red Jill 1 is the one that stole your money. Garm.
Was it worth it?
I mean, if I get away with it, it was. For 20 gold, baby.
20 gold's 20 gold.
I blasted.
That will take some damage. Scar's on the ground. She bleeds a little from her many injuries. The Red Jills look at each other, and they seem to panic, and they will both flee. They'll flee in opposite directions. They'll both withdraw and run away. They get some distance. They're going to scamper off. Tommy.
Are you attack of opportunity?
The same one
they withdrew, so they did not provoke attacks of opportunity. They don't quite get that far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, they get to like there. This one's a little closer. Red Jill's 1 is the one that stole Garm's coin purse.
All right, I'm gonna take a 5-foot step and throw a javelin. I have 1 left.
Sure.
Daddy want the crit? No.
Missing by 1!
No.
Damn it, dude.
Seer, if only he cast Bless. If only he didn't have to full heal someone every round this combat.
It's been a little resource intensive. Yeah, if they're running away, I consider that a win.
Yuri, anything from you?
You're 5, 15, 20.
Oh, you can charge and get an attack if you want.
Oh.
Should charge and
Let's do that. Charge and tackle him to the ground.
You cannot make a grapple as part of a charge, but you could make a trip.
Yeah, sure. Let's do that.
You aren't proficient, though, so I'd get to attack you back. You could make a dirty trick to entangle them, though. You, like, charge and, like, grab their cape and try to, like, hold them down.
Yeah, let's do that.
Do it up.
So, let's see here. That's just...
So it'd be a +10 instead of a +8, because you get +2 from charging.
Yeah. So, but it's still a CMB.
Yep, correct.
Myself with 2...
Totally successful. They are entangled.
Man,
I mean, you can draw your scythe and charge them next round.
Yeah.
Assuming they don't get further away.
I'll shoot 1.
Yeah.
I will not shoot 1.
Against their touch AC,
yeah.
You say. Ooh, misses by 1! Did you have point blank shot in there?
Yeah, it's in there.
Alas. Scar will bleed some more. Red Jill's 1 will double move around the corner. Try to make a break for it. The money is
gone.
Red Jill's 2, which is entangled, she'll like spend a move action to like untangle her cloak, and she'll take a step away from you. She'll be like, please, just let me go. She'll throw her hands up and try to surrender. Tommy.
Double move action after 1.
Yeah, make a perception check.
Red Jills are really good at just like giving up as soon as things don't go their way.
They're rogues.
They are much better than dying.
You see her. She's only like hiding just there. Not very well hidden. And as you round the corner with your scythe, she like locks eyes with you and she's like, come on, man. Come on.
Can I bluff check to see like I don't see her so she doesn't like run away?
Sure.
Skills.
Be like a 20. You lock eyes with her. She's very worried. Caerrat, are you gonna stabilize the Strix?
Yeah.
Okay. Yuri, do you accept the surrender?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll try to intimidate this one though. Make myself feel better.
Sure. Sezzix doing anything?
I'm with Caerrat, making sure this thing doesn't start attacking again.
Sure. The one there, as it locks eyes with you and you have your scythe and you have that murderous look in her eyes, she'll be like, I'm sorry. She'll take the coin purse from Garm. You can see it's got like the little Milani symbol on it, and she'll drop it on the ground. And she will move 30 feet away. Tommy?
Is that in charge range?
Yeah, you can totally charge her if you want to. She has dropped the money, though. She has dropped the money.
I'm going to charge and trip.
Okay, sounds good. No, please!
He just pushes her over.
Just run up and, like, slam her into the wall and then hook her feet with the scythe and flip her on the ground. Is that with the +2 from charge?
No.
Against her CMD will succeed. Yeah, she's knocked over.
Oh, wait, I also get another plus. Oh, it succeeds. Okay.
Yeah, she'll surrender. They've both surrendered.
Okay, I'll bring them back.
Sure. Combat is effectively over.
All right. I'll gesture Red Jill too to come back to the rest of the group.
Yeah. You can lead her back. You find, looking over Scar, this gear. Seems like she was wearing an amulet.
Spike gauntlets. Oh.
I will add it to your party list. You also found 45 gold pieces. Boop-a-doo.
Does that include Garm's 20? Or does
No, that was just on her.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, the Jills will surrender. They'll kind of give you the same hard knock story as the previous one. They will not, the gang's dead as far as they're concerned because she's been defeated.
Sick, as long as we're on the same page. I'm more worried about Scar than I am with y'all. Y'all just try and be smart and be safe.
Yeah, they've like bandaged their like gunshot wound up or whatever, and they'll kind of like lean on each other and like hobble away. They'll go get their friend who's unconscious on the rooftop and also like put them in like a makeshift stretcher and take her away. They've been pretty handedly dealt with. Scar, on the other hand, is stabilized but unconscious.
Oh. This one we take inside. This is a conversation one.
Sure. Do it up.
Sure, you seem rather evil. I'll add a +1 to my diplomacy check.
Oh, you're gonna wake her up?
We'll heal her up. She's a spellcaster of some sort, but she was wearing spike gauntlets, so that scares me.
I imagine we've removed the spiked gauntlets.
Yeah, you've removed all her gear.
And we could probably like tie up her arms so she can't really do like
and her wings,
thematic components and stuff. Yeah,
you can like tie her arms to her wings or whatever.
Yeah,
like
she's permanently T-posed.
You can like tie her around like one of the support columns for one of these buildings because the downstairs are gutted. So
we could also just crucify her and nail her wings to a cross.
Jesus, no! Just tie her around the pole. Holy shit!
If you want to play the evil campaign, we can play the evil campaign. No,
she's evil.
Evil begets evil. Yeah, I mean, so you can talk to her. Her eyes will open and they'll kind of like look over you and she'll be like, "Ugh, pathetic. And then as soon as she sees Yuri and Tommy, she'll spit. Fucking humans.
It's fair. So Scar, right?
Babe, what the fuck?
Scar Plume, my apologies. Why'd you take over the Jills?
What's your diplomacy check? Jeez. Because you're not a human, I'll tell you. She'll tell you that she used to belong to a tribe of Strix that lived in the forest outside of town. The tribe's called the Katashka. But she was exiled. My views were too radical for the tribe. We all despise what the humans have done to our lands, but I was the only one willing to take it as far as it needed. The farmers with their little families that would chop down our trees and worm their way further into the woods, I made an example of them. You know, you can do impressive things to the body of a human when you drop it from 30 feet onto a sharpened spike in the ground.
Would I know of these things are happening because I was a farmer?
You can make a knowledge local check. You guys all can.
I didn't make knowledge local. What do I roll for that?
She basically impaled people. And the tribe thought it was a little too evil, so they excommunicated her from the tribe. She tells you that she came to Kintargo to sow her wrath, only to find that was already being done by the men in black and red, as she calls them. Your city guard, they torture and beat the humans daily. They do my work for me. So I send my girls out to collect for me, inflict as much pain as they can, destroy the city from within. That's the new plan.
So you're not even working with the Datari. You're just...
Work with them? No. Once the city is imploded and it's in ruins, then the Datari's heads will line the pikes of my chapel. Alongside the others. And as you guys have gone up and investigated her nest, she has several human heads, including the leader of the guild before her, that have been impaled on metal spikes up there. She's rather proud of her collection.
Yes.
I can see. Well...
Tell me, Aasimar, is your conscience clear? Can you take the life of someone who has surrendered and in your custody? Or will you succumb? Have the humans tainted you enough that you will now claim the life of your prisoner?
Oh, I'll kind of... Well, I mean, what
There's other of us here
me?
For that.
This isn't a revolution based on whatever notions of good you have.
You're the ones behind the little revolution. Adorable.
Yes, incredibly. So, unfortunately, definitely seems like, well, you're not an agent of Thrune. You still work with them. And,
I despise Thrune and all his machinations. I despise all humans equally. I do not judge, unlike you, who are judging me now.
Are you not judging humans?
Can I just...
I'm accurately depicting humans.
Is there a difference
you
in
know
what I'm
their
doing?
cruelty full hand. You know their cruelty.
Can I start doing the chicken dance and say it's accurately depicting her?
She'll say, mock me all you will. You know the humans. You know what they're capable of.
Can I do an intimidate check with a punch to the stomach?
We don't torture. We don't torture. We may execute, but we don't need to torture, Tommy.
Well, this is an intimidate check.
I mean, she's happy to talk to you guys. You could probably convince her to leave the city if you wanted to. She definitely does not like humans. She describes all the terrible things they've done over the past. She describes how the Civil War was between humans 100 years ago, and all of the other races of Cheliax were just caught in the middle. and slaughtered wholesale. She describes how her forest, where her tribe lived, was once vibrant and large, but as Cantargo expanded, they cut it down, claiming that they owned the land, killing many of her brethren. She saw her sisters and brothers killed underneath the boot of House Thrune. And she's come here using an almost exclusively tiefling gang to kill it and torture and disrupt as many humans as she can.
So if House Thrune has done all of these evil things to you, well, why don't you hurt them back? That's what we're here for.
I am hurting them back.
No, you're helping them.
Destroying their city is helping them.
Yes, because you're destroying the people that are trying to get rid of House Thrune.
You see a distinction between these humans. You think they can be redeemed. They are a plague on the world.
House Thrune is a plague on the world. The devils are a plague on this world. The normal people are just like you and me. They don't care about what goes on outside of these walls. That is horrifying. They need to care. I agree with you. They should care about your forest. But the only way to get them to care is to tell them and share your story. If you're just having them go out and rob, your story isn't being told.
Give me another diplomacy check. Does anyone want to aid Caerrat in his endeavor to try and convince
probably
this?
Wouldn't help.
I don't like her anti-human sentiment.
I'm just wistfully looking around.
Tommy, after all the things we've seen the tieflings go through today, how can you not have sympathy for her?
She killed farmers and she hates humans.
Right, look at what...
And she killed you.
Well, look at what House Thrune did to her. House Thrune did the same thing to her family. They came in first, they attacked her lands, they attacked her villages, and they destroyed her livelihood. So she retaliated back the best way she could. She came here and was afraid and wanted to hurt the city, thinking that everyone in this city was like that.
Yeah.
And even I made that mistake. I came in here with that idea.
Yeah.
That's a fault on myself.
I'm not cool with attacking innocents. It's unredeemable.
I guess I can help with the diplomacy check and point out that Thrune's been killing non-human people or humanoids as well, like tiefling and things like that.
Sure.
So obviously, Thrune is the bigger evil, the bigger threat.
I'll also point out that her people found us in the Red Roof District, which means they were attacking non-humans as well.
Yeah, they attacked this poor Aasimar that was trying to help.
Yeah, I mean, she literally one-shot the Aasimar first. What do you mean she hates humans?
I was in the aggro seat, the first one in eyesight.
She was. He pulled snap threat, bro. What do you want? You gotta wait for four sunders, bro.
Bro, I don't believe this crocodile tears bullshit she's spewing.
She doesn't seem apologetic at all. Garm is the one trying to convince her to change her ways.
Yeah, I'm not buying it.
It's not a buying thing. It's your companion is trying to change her opinion.
Yeah, I'm not buying
it. Is seeking your aid.
Going to be able to.
Cool.
I won't be able to if you don't help me, motherfucker.
I'm fine with her dying.
Yeah, I mean,
she's an evil creature. Look, needs to die.
Yeah.
Do you think we solve this revolution by killing everyone we meet?
We don't kill everyone we meet.
What if every situation we find ourselves in, every one of our supporters only hears that we kill the enemy?
There's two Red Jill right here.
Do you think the enemies we find in the future will ever surrender to us? How many times would we be able to prevent fights like this if we just talk to people? Sometimes we have to. We're going to have to fight the Datari. We're going to have to fight the Devils of Sheliax, and I cannot wait for that opportunity. But right now, we don't need to fight them. We need to support our community and grow what we can.
I mean, we're not fighting this person. This person's already been fought.
Right. So why fight again?
I just don't.
They've surrendered to us. We can bring them into our ranks to help us.
I don't think Scar has surrendered to us.
I'm going to get water while you guys determine her fate.
She sounds like she will stab us in the back.
It's good. Keep going.
She might, and that's the threat we have at every point. Someone might stab us in the back, and someone might hurt us.
I feel like the probability is higher with someone who says death to all humans.
Well,
and attacks people, says death to all humans, and then still attacks other races just as indiscriminately. Like,
we just have to direct her anger to the proper humans.
If our home was attacked, I would expect you to go out and fight whoever you saw. Why is it different for her? We attacked her home.
I mean, one person's freedom fighter is another person's terrorist. They're still a terrorist.
We're considered terrorists in the eyes of Thrune. Does that make what happened on the Night of Ashes good?
No, but that doesn't mean they're going to hold us to the same level. I just don't feel comfortable with this creature. The red.
I don't either. They're thieves and bandits and all this type of things, but everyone has a past. We're bandits. We've robbed. We're basically glorified murder hobos. We're not much better than them. We're just doing it for a different reason.
I mean, you guys can do what you want, but I'm not helping with this creature.
Fair enough.
I'll escort Tommy out of the room. We'll go look around to see if we can steal anything.
Yeah, you guys head up into her nest, and you're finding evidence of these skulls or whatever. You also find a huge amount of gold pieces and wealth that I've added to the party sheet.
Sick.
Perfect.
Oh man, that is a lot of wealth.
Woo! Yeah, they've been active for a while.
Holy shit, that's 1,000 gold.
You are able to convince her to not continue her evil ways and to just go elsewhere if you'd like. She will not sorry, I just gotta check something on Discord. Pretty sure this is a nothing. Yeah. Yep, okay. So the last thing you said, I believe, was but all these humans have done terrible things, but there's a distinction between House Thrune and these innocents. And House Thrune is the real problem, and you should be directing your efforts against House Thrune or something.
Right.
Yeah. She'll be like, well, then what would you have me do? Am I to be a pawn in your schemes of rebellion?
I don't even want all that.
Are you to use me like another weapon?
You can do what you want. That's all I want for everyone in this city, to do what they want.
She was doing what she wanted.
No, she was doing things out of revenge. She doesn't want to go around robbing and killing people.
Tommy, you're not in the room anymore, remember?
Okay, yeah.
She'll say, after everything I've done to you and your companions, you would let me go.
I'll just kind of shrug. I mean, look at what I did to your companions.
Look at what I did to your companions.
Yeah, specifically Sezzix.
I'm
surprised you let me leave.
She looks at you very surprised. She's like, I didn't let you leave. You managed to survive that blast.
I'm surprised I did, honestly.
You are more stalwart than I thought originally.
Thank you.
She'll need time to ponder, but at least for now, she will not continue her killings, because if she does, she knows that you will come back to finish the job.
Yeah,
unless
do your thing.
Killing people of Thrune.
We'll come check in on you if we need to. I don't really want to. I'd rather you find your own way. Find your own tribe, wherever that is, whatever type of people that is. Do your thing. Just please stop terrorizing innocent people.
She'll agree to that.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Yeah. Do you want to remove her bindings and whatnots?
Yeah, if she seems sincere, I'm good with her. I'll ask the party first.
I definitely took the gauntlets, just FYI.
That's fine.
Yeah, I mean, you took her gear and whatnot.
Yeah.
You'll remove her binding. She's at 1 hit point or whatever. She'll do the thing where she checks her wrists or whatever. She'll flap her wings a couple of times, and she'll be like, a new beginning. This feels interesting.
Make it what you want.
She'll cast a spell. She casts Disguise Self. She appears as a generic nondescript tiefling woman with a red cape.
That's how you hit it. I see. Very smart.
Indeed. She'll like hobble out of the building. Like the afternoon sun will hit her face. She'll feel its warmth. Okay. And she'll just kind of like stagger walk down the street into town. Yeah.
Boys, I need a haircut.
You guys are level 3.
Yes.
So you can go ahead and level up as I give you a role-playing opportunity. When you return to the Long Roads Coffee House, you see that there is a group of 3 Dotari standing in the like main room, questioning Laria. And you like arrive partway through this conversation where they're saying things like, "We have a warrant to search the premises. Received a tip of suspicious activity and unsavory practices here. I assure you, officers, I'm pay my taxes on time. I'm in accordance with the law. Praise Barzillai." And she like gestures at like the paintings of Barzillai that are up in the window. He'll be like, yeah, enough of that. We still gotta toss the place. And he'll give a nod to the other Dotari. And they'll like escort customers out, including you guys. And you think they're gonna begin like thoroughly searching the premises.
Sick.
Would you guys like to do anything?
Do we start a brawl?
Tommy, are we here for our shifts?
Are we?
I think you are now.
I think we're here for our shifts, buddy.
All right, back to the wage slave grind.
Yeah, so half the party gets escorted outside. The rest of the patrons kind of like disperse. You guys can hang out like at a cafe across the street or something.
I'll hand my holy symbol off to Sezzix.
Yeah, like surreptitiously or whatever.
Yeah, just hide it off. It's not on my person.
Yeah, Laria continues being very cordial to them, like offering them coffee and snacks on the house, of course. And she's like, I understand. Please take your time. Whatever hell requires, we are happy to provide. As they begin rummaging around. You think that without intervention from you guys, they will probably uncover at least the basement. They might not be able to find the secret door, but they're certainly going to find the hidden basement. As they are heading over in that direction, and you can tell that it's not very well concealed. You two could attempt to distract them with a bluff check, try to talk them out of what they're doing with like a diplomacy check. You can make like a stealth check or something appropriate to try to obfuscate the area they're searching at, things like that. If you let it play out, you're pretty sure they're going to be looking at the Long Roads Coffee House under greater scrutiny in coming weeks. Mechanically, your notoriety will go up.
I'll make a profession barista check to make the Dotari a drink or something.
Sure.
And like distract them with tea or some shit. I'll go on about like how this was imported from some other city in Cheliax for its famous coffee grounds. They were grown off in this hillside that was once blessed to, or once said to have his a sacrifice on it for Asmodean rites or some shit and fertilize.
Sure, yeah. Give me so you get a 13. You like take a drink order as you're saying this, and as you're serving it to him, one of them will like take a sip and then spit it out and be like, "Is this soy?"
Oh, I'm very sorry.
I'm allergic to soy. And he'll like run outside.
Close enough.
The other two Dotari will chuckle. Tommy, do you want to do anything?
I'm just cleaning in the back. I'm not a very good barista. We gotta remember, I was just buying shungite when I got hired here. I really don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, I mean, so you're in the back cleaning near where the secret entrance to your bat cave is, and these two Dotari come back there and ask you to leave because they're going to search the room that has the entrance to your secret bat cave in it.
How well hidden is this?
You need to distract him.
Okay.
You think that given enough time, anyone could find it. And they seem to be doing a fairly thorough job.
Okay. Well, seeing as this is a very forward city, I will offer to prostitute myself in the broom closet with these men to distract them.
Make a diplomacy or a bluff check. Garm got him right at the right moment.
No, I just put my head down. I just put my head down. This isn't my problem.
Yeah, with an 11, the guy who's in charge would be like, I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear that. Out of respect for Laria and her kindness, get out of here. And you'll be like ejected from the room. The other one will step outside and like close the door so his boss is like searching the room by himself. And he'll be like, I can't believe you do that, as he will like take you into a broom closet.
Oh, without the boss, I'm not going in with him.
It seems as if you are, unless you'd like to resist.
I'm going to resist. If my plan didn't work, I ain't doing this.
I see him going to the hand job closet. No, not again, please.
As you resist, he'll be like, the fuck, man? We had a deal, or do we have a problem here? He'll take out a pair of manacles.
What are manacles?
Handcuffs.
We have a problem.
Sure. It seems as if a brawl is going to break out, Garm.
Jesus Christ. Oh.
I like how your solution to distract them is to commit a crime.
That's a crime to bribe a sex?
Yes, prostitution's a crime.
There's no money involved?
It is when you're bribing a cop.
Yes, prostitution is a crime here, Cobra.
Okay. Well, I'm resisting arrest.
I will go over to the Dotari officer and explain to him that, yes, we had to hire this man. We're still trying to teach him the customs of the land.
Sure, make a bluff check.
He just doesn't understand. I'm going to go ahead and level up and put a rank in bluff. That seems useful. Seems like we use that a lot in this group.
Yeah, it seems like you're using it a lot right now.
I should have done that too.
He just doesn't know what broom closets are used for.
You come up at the end of this conversation, not really sure what's happening. You just know that your companion has like been accosted by the officer, and the officer's trying to arrest him. And as you're talking to him, and you come up with this story, he's like, "It's fine, it's fine." He kind of gives him a smile and like pats him on the shoulder, and he's like, "I'm sure we'll cross paths again later." And he'll zip his pants up, and you're like, "Wait, what was happening?" That officer will like go wait outside. The guy will finish his search and come back, and he'll tell Laria that there were some things that weren't up to code, and that she had square footage in the back that wasn't accounted for. It doesn't seem like he found the secret entrance. However, your notoriety will increase by 2. If you want to update that on the sheet.
Sure.
And as they're leaving, Larry will be like, well, of course, thank you so much. Please come back anytime. I want to make sure we're like up to code and everything. We don't want to violate any of Barzilai's fantastic rules and orders. You said it was a citizen's complaint. And he's like, we're not allowed to disclose that at this time. But yes, we received a letter informing us that this was a business to keep an eye on. So trust that the Dotari will be keeping a vigilant watch over you in the future, Miss Longroads. And they'll leave. Once they're out of earshot, she'll say to you guys, well, it seems as if we have a problem, because the only people that know about the Wasp's Nest are those we've invited into the inner circle.
Well.
That seems like a problem for you to figure out.
I agree. Thank you.
Yeah.
Timing of that with the bird also dying seems rather suspicious.
Yes.
Yes.
I knew we shouldn't have trusted that fucking bird.
I don't think the birds would have killed one of their sisters.
Yeah. If you guys, now that they've cleared out, if you guys would like to, like, investigate the members of your small, burgeoning, austere crows, what was it called?
Ardent Crows.
The Ardent Crows. If you would like to investigate the members of your Ardent Crows, you can certainly make a sense motive check. As you spend a couple of days tracking down all of the people that are on your teams and things like that, basically anyone that knows the Wasp's Nest exists, and see if you can find anything.
Boys, second level spell slots. I've picked up Silence for Sezzix. Are there any other spells that you guys like specifically want, or should I just take generally good stuff?
Glibness.
Yeah!
Haste if you have access to it.
I will not get haste.
Oh.
I will get Blessings of Fervor instead, which is like ghetto haste.
How much health do I add for a level? It's the average of 2d10s, isn't it?
It's just the average of a die 10, which is 7, I think. 6.5.
So okay, so it's 7 for a D10.
6.
6 for a D10. Okay.
You take your number so to figure out the average of any die, take the number of the die. So if it's like a D6, it's 6, and then add 1 to it. So it's 7, and then divide it by 2. So it's 3.5 rounded up to 4. So if you have a 10, you add 1 to it, it's 11. Divide it by 2 is 5.5, and then you round up.
It's also an easier way
that you roll.
Since every die is an even number, if you just divide it by 2, then add 1, you get the same effect.
Yes. You get the same answer, but you don't understand why that's your answer.
I do.
Yeah.
But yeah, you explained the why, correct?
Yeah.
I just give it
take average hit points. You just take average hit points. So you just take 1 over half.
I get armor training and cleave this level. Let's go.
So, Sezzix. You notice that one of your followers, a man named Morgar Manti, he's one of the ones you actually recovered from the mining camp. The salt. Yeah, it wasn't mine. The salt mining processing facility. He's been acting funny. You noticed him, kind of eavesdropping on the edge of your conversations. And then as, you know, you're like talking about like who to investigate or whatever, you notice like he's there around the corner. He seems listening to you. And as you look over, you're like, more? Anything I can help you with? He's like, sorry, I was doing something. And he'll like go back to whatever he was doing, like organizing files, getting coffee for Rexus as he's going through the documents, things like that. Basic upkeep on your facility, changing linens. Like the people that aren't combatants for your teams are kind of like just managing your facility. Stuff like that. And as you begin looking into him more, you see that like by his footlocker, he has like a bunch of pieces of parchment and like an ink pen and envelopes and like a wax for like writing letters.
And everything else that would be required to send mysterious messages to House Throne?
For sure.
Nice.
But yeah, you can certainly confront him. I mean, you know this guy. You met him a couple of weeks ago. He's certainly not more than like a level 1 warrior. You know, there's like, if you wanted to just like
okay, then yeah,
you can.
We'll go ahead and pick him on up. We'll go ahead and grab Yuri and say someone needs some cracked knuckles, and we'll go ahead and pick him up.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, you go pick him up. I do have a picture of him. As you go and you like grab him and like take him into a side room, or you ask everyone else to leave or whatever, so you can talk to him in private. This guy.
Oh, he looks so trustworthy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you like probably just ask everyone else to leave or whatever, and he's got like a tray full of like dirty dishes to take upstairs or whatever, and he's like, hey Yuri, can I get past you there and head upstairs? Let's hear it. How's it going?
How are we doing today, sir?
I think we need to talk.
Sure. He'll like
sit down.
He'll like set the tray down, and he'll sit down and kind of like dry his hands. He's like wearing probably like an apron. He's been like bussing dishes and getting people food and stuff like that. Yeah, he'll like sit down.
I'll kind of like go behind him and put like my hands on his shoulders just to like.
So you've been doing great work around here.
Oh, thanks. Appreciate what you guys did for us, getting us out of that place.
Of course,
would have been the death of us.
I fear that is true. All your tidiness has been fantastic. I'm just specifically worried about all the extracurricular writing you've been doing.
Writing? What are you talking about?
Okay, so we found all of the things for writing. I know you've been listening in on our conversations, and I just need to know who you've been sending letters to. Yuri, please.
I'll kind of just like slap him a little bit on the head, not too hard, but just like, you heard the man.
Hey man, come on, it's not funny.
I know,
man.
I'll make a diplomacy check. Listen,
I didn't do anything. I got the parchment there because I'm helping Rexus with some of his translations, looking things up in the dictionaries he's got there.
I'll speak in Celestial quickly.
I sent a letter to my... He doesn't seem to understand.
Unfortunately, I have been helping Rexus, and unless you speak either of the other languages, you wouldn't know.
He hasn't been saying the words. I've been writing them down. He'll be like, over there on the table is the dictionary I've been using. He'll describe letters that are celestial, and he'll be like, I don't know what they mean. He told me to look them up, and then I tell him what they mean. I don't know celestial, man. I'm just trying to help out any way I can. If you guys don't want me here anymore, that's fine. Like, I don't know why you're so upset.
I'll sense motive.
Sure. He seems to be telling the truth.
I sense motive too, since...
Yeah, of course.
I'll kind of like just shrug and just sigh loudly. Yuri, I don't.
Yeah, nope.
To be like, I don't know why you guys are so upset. I sent some letters, but I sent them to my cousin who's in Absalom, telling him I was okay. He hadn't heard from me in weeks because, I was imprisoned in the salt mines where I was tortured every day. And you guys said I could come here and I could help, and I just want to help. But if you think I'm a bad guy or whatever, you can.
I don't think you're a bad guy. I'm just worried.
He's gaslighting us, boys.
He's successfully gaslighting us, boys.
Cobra just wants to fucking kill everyone. He insists upon his innocence. If you want to make a diplomacy check, the intimidate, like, he's very easily cowed. He's like very intimidated, but you don't seem to be getting anything out of him.
Yeah.
So if you want to try the Caerrat, you might get different information.
Caerrat and Steve, we could probably get you to your cousin in Absalom if you want to check in with them.
I mean, it's been a while. It'd be nice to see his face, but I love Kintargo. I want to make it better. I believe in what you're doing. I believe in the Ardent Crows. Was that the name?
Yeah.
I think so.
I believe in the Ardent Crows, man. He'll like roll up his sleeve and you see he has a fresh tattoo of like a black crow. He's like, I'm committed, man. Like,
the man's committed.
I heard those Dotari upstairs earlier. Me and the other guys were down here. Like, we can't really handle ourselves in a fight, but we picked up quarterstaves and some pikes. Like, we were ready to go if that's what needed to happen. Like, we'll die for this cause if that's what it takes. Listen, I know that I've been acting a little off. I don't know. I've been drinking a lot, and at night I've been passing out. I think I don't know. Maybe something weird's been happening with like my documents or whatever, maybe someone's getting into them when I'm not around, but it's not me.
Who do you think it might be?
What do you mean weird things are happening to you?
He kind of like grabs his arm where it's hurt and kind of like runs his hand through his hair and be like, well, I didn't want to say anything because I was afraid this might happen, but since we're already here, I think I'm going crazy. Caerrat, I know you speak to the gods and they grant you magic, but something speaks to me and I don't know. It takes hold of my mind and I think it makes me do things. It whispers in my ear and tells me I have to do things. The first time I heard it, it appeared as a rat and it talked to me. It was here in the wasp nest, over there by that stack of books. It came out from a hole in the wall. It told me to write a letter to my cousin, but as I wrote, the words weren't mine. And then it had me go outside and put it in the mailbox. I don't know where it went. You believe me, don't you?
I completely do.
I didn't mean to do it. I don't know what I did. Did those guards come because of me? Oh God!
They might have, but that's okay.
Oh no!
Magic happens. No, it's just magic. You can't prevent magic.
He seems beside himself, and he seems very, very sad that he's contributed in any way to harm the cause.
Okay. So there's mind controlling rats. What knowledge check would that be? I'm just gonna assume it's whatever was controlling the rats down with Sezzix.
You can make now that you're confident there's something in the wasp's nest going on, like there was the collapse, there was this rat talking to someone. You guys can hang out here as you level up to level 3 and kind of just spend the next few days making perception checks, trying to pinpoint any suspicious activity if you'd like.
Sounds perfect.
Yeah. And this will be, as you guys start your 3rd week, you've made all of those checks that we did in the pregame. Things aren't going great for the rebellion as talk
we
of
actually
these
rank
activities happen. Okay.
We'll rank up because we got the 3 supporters from the Jills. That'll put us to 17.
Sure. We'll finish up with this little bit, and then we'll do the bookkeeping at the end, and then we'll be done for the day, because it's almost 3 for you guys. But yeah, everyone give me a perception check as you spend the next few days trying to, like, track down this suspicious activity. Oh yeah, Sezzix and Yuri, both of you. Just Sezzix and Yuri. You notice that you spy something. You see the let me see here real quick. Got to roll the die myself. So it takes you a few days. The strange occurrences seem to have died down as you guys are now staying in the wasp's nest and you're actively looking for stuff. You've like moved all of the books away from the walls. You've sealed up like the little rat holes and things like that. And you are like rotating a watch. So there's always one of you to like keep an eye out for things. And during one of these instances, when Yuri and Sezzix are on watch, you spy a creature. You like hear a noise and you turn and look, and behind like a stack of books, you see this creature. She seems to be about the size of a rat. Seems to be a small female winged devil that you would identify as an imp. You wouldn't necessarily know anything about them. But yeah, it is definitely an imp. And as you see her, she will grin with glee. And she'll be like, finally, now we can just settle this. You can roll initiative.
Gotcha. I have a question.
Yeah.
So those gauntlets that I picked up, they say it's a 1d4. Is that in addition to like all of my unarmed?
Nope. It's worse than your unarmed strike.
Awesome. So I'm not using them.
No, you shouldn't use them. You should just sell them.
Excellent. We will sell those things.
So we're back over here on this map. We'll say that Yuri and Sezzix spied the creature. That means Tommy and Caerrat are like in this room along with other members of your group non-combatants, and you're like asleep or winding down or whatever for the evening. And you see this creature. And she'll like be on this table. But yeah, that is what you see. Top of the round, Sezzix. You see this creature.
I'll take a 5-foot step, and then I will blast and yell, "Get up!"
Sure. Yeah, you can totally shoot her.
I think the gunshot is alarm enough.
Yarp, the gunshot is enough.
I'm making sure they hear.
Boom. You blast her. As the bullet hits her, it seems to do substantially reduced damage.
Yup.
As she goes, her wounds disappear. As she seems to have fast healing.
Jeez. That's
oh,
annoying.
Yeah. There's a reason you level 3, boy.
Speaking of, I have a new ability. I gotta remember how that works.
She pulls out her pipes that you can see in her hand there in that picture, and she will play them. She'll make a perform wind instruments check. She gets a 13. As she plays this, nothing happens. And she grins. She will just remain seated. She's like pretty nonchalant, worried about you guys. Tommy, you wake up this turn to the gunshot. Caerrat, you wake up this turn to the gunshot. Yuri.
See here. So it is a move action to study a target.
Yeah.
So if I do that, then I wouldn't be able to move.
This is also a devil. You recall that you have a silver weapon.
Oh. That too. Okay.
Indeed.
I'll just walk up to it with a silver weapon and strike it.
A wise move. As you draw the silver dagger, you see her eyes kind of go wide, and she's like, uh-oh.
Uh-oh, indeed.
She doesn't even know what's coming.
You stick it into the desk next to her, and she'll be like, oh, you're terrible at this. Sezzix, you're up.
If I take a 5-foot step here, does it still have like cover from Yuri?
No, you'll just get the penalty for shooting into melee.
Oh no, I have precise shot now.
Nice. So no penalties at all. She is quite tiny though.
Darn.
She will go. She will draw a short sword, and she'll say, "I'm God." And she will parry your dagger and attempt to stick you with it.
Yeah, sure.
She gets a 25 to hit you. It pricks you for 2 points of damage. And she, like, sticks you in the hand. She'll flap her wings and she'll, like, take off into the air. She'll just be, like, a foot off of the table or something as she battles you with her little short sword. Gotcha. Tommy, you're awoken now. You hear the sounds of combat and the echoing sound of, like, laughter coming from the chamber over there.
All right, I'll double move action.
Sure.
I think
you can move on down. Caerrat, you see your companion head off in the direction that you might want to go.
Y'all start wandering.
Yeah. Very good. Yuri, you're up.
We're gonna attack it again with the silver dagger. Because I don't have to move, how does this work necessarily? It's a full, what's it called? Full round attack or something? Or?
Yeah, you can make your 2 attacks while you do your flurry. And you can stab with your dagger twice.
Gotcha. Okay. It's just at a -2.
Just at a -2, correct.
21?
21, you say? That will certainly hit. And you have a second attack as well, which you can make.
Yeah. So there's the damage for the first one. Then we'll do second attack, -2. That one will not.
Yeah.
Ooh, max damage on the dagger, too.
Dang. She takes all of it, as it is silver. And she cries in pain as it bypasses her damage reduction. And you knock her blade out of the way and stick her in the side with your dagger. And it makes like this huge hole through her shoulder. Sezzix.
It's time for the next shot, I guess. Oh, yes.
Boom, you blast her with a silver bullet. She takes all of it as well. She flaps her wings. Some of her wounds close as you've started using silver weapons, and the rest of the Ardent Crows begin flocking. And she'll be like, and she'll point at you, Sezzix, and she'll say, "Your brothers are here." And you now hear the screeching of, it seems like every rat within 400 feet of this establishment have culminated into a giant rat swarm that now emerges from behind these boxes as she blew her pipes. While that's going on, she will take a step back and she will cast a spell on Yuri. Go ahead and make a will save. As she says to you in common, I think it would be a good idea if you went upstairs to get everyone some coffee.
I'm doing that.
That is a great suggestion. You'll be doing that for the next you'll be doing that for the next amount of hours until you've completed the task. So however long it takes you to go upstairs and get everyone coffee. The rat swarm, though, will just occupy Sezzix's square. As the swarm bites into you and begins gnawing at your flesh, you take 4 points of damage, and I will need a save against disease, followed by a save against nausea.
Is that just 2 fortified saves?
2 fortitude saves, 1 against disease, and then the next one against nausea. You're not nauseated, you are diseased. We'll deal with that later. Tommy, you're up. You see this creature. It looks like she's been battered around a little bit, but she still has the fighting spirit in her.
Could you rest me, Walt?
Sure.
Double move action again.
Yeah, do that. You race up here. You see rats are climbing all over Sezzix, biting at him. He's like crying out in pain, trying to reload his gun, like knock them off of the stock as he's like stuffing more black powder into his rifle and like getting another bullet. Caerrat. Seems if your companions aren't hurt too bad. You did see this creature mind control Yuri, though.
Yeah. Really wish we memorized protection from evil right now.
Alas.
Make a spellcraft check to identify suggestion. I have no idea what that fucking spell is.
It does sound like the effect that was affecting that other guy, though.
Yeah, it does.
Indeed.
Seems pretty similar.
Indeed.
I'll just move 30 feet up.
Yeah. Anything else?
I'll cast Bless. Hitting
Yuri.
If I can reach Yuri, I'll cast Bless.
Yuri's effectively out of this combat.
Yeah.
Like,
he just goes.
If I get
Everyone
damaged, does the spell end though?
Nope.
Okay. Oh wow, that's powerful.
the suggestion ends once you've completed the task. You do get a bonus on it if it's a suggestion that would be out of your character. So if I was like, kill your friend, you would get a bonus on it. But since I was like, go get everyone a snack, well, that's probably something you would do.
Yeah.
So you wander off.
Yuri's a stand-up guy.
Yeah, he is.
All right, coffee orders. I'll just like walk past.
Yeah, maybe he doesn't leave yet. He's just like, what's your orders, guys? What do you want?
Yeah. I'll be like right next to Sezzix and these rats. Like, so you like mochas, right?
He gets a piece of parchment and starts writing it down. I don't get this wrong. The imp will be like, just straight black for me, hun. As the request was to get coffee for everyone.
Yeah.
Does that include every single rat in this swarm?
The swarm wasn't here yet.
Yeah.
No, it would be the people. Come on. He's not dumb. He's just mind controlled. Sezzix, you're up.
You're at a +1 to hit.
You're just rats in the basement. There's always rats in the basement.
I'm just going to shoot the imp again.
Sure. Are you going to move out of the swarm?
Yeah, I'll just take like a 5-foot step to here.
That's fine. Yuri, do you want to put yourself in a square? You're kind of between squares right now.
Sure. I'll probably be taking their orders right now, so.
Sure. Sounds good.
Oh, yes.
Dude, you dome her. Go and roll your damage.
Oh, shit.
Boom, you blast her. She looks horribly injured. She's got like a hole through her chest. There's blood everywhere on the table. She's like, oh, God! Ow! She'll go. Her wounds close a little bit. She's like, I surrender! Ah! Oh, God! She'll drop onto the table and she'll like throw her hand up dramatically. You're like, oh, sweet embrace of hell! Cease my pain! They hurt me so much! Combat is over. The rat swarm sadly is not under her control. So you guys spend like a couple of minutes like hacking at a couple of rounds hacking at the rat swarm or whatever.
I just talk them down. I use rodent empathy and I talk them away.
Sadly, you can only rodent empathy one at a time. So like you save a couple. Tommy though I think just kind of sweeps through them with his scythe after a couple of rounds of doing half damage.
I make a couple friends.
She genuinely surrenders.
Am I still getting coffee?
Yes, you are still getting coffee.
I'll get tea instead. Does that still count for the suggestion spell? I feel like that counts.
Totally, yeah. I'm getting
I'll get some like
tea.
Thank you.
Yeah. Tell me, what would you like?
Peach tea, please.
Peach tea, okay.
Respect.
All right.
Yes.
I'll make my way upstairs.
She will beg for death. She'll be like, yeah, you're strong enough to fill me. Good. Come here. Put me out of my misery. Send me back to hell. Destroy my contract. Free me from this prison of the material plane.
Did she say fill me?
Free me.
Okay, I was like, I don't want to be a part of this anymore.
Why are you stuck here?
My contract it was brought here. I'm bound to it. I have to stay within a certain distance of it. I saw you down in the nest of the Silver Ravens. You stole all those documents. I had to come with them. My contract is in there. And now I've been stuck down here, listening to you, talking about your goodness, how you're going to help everyone. It's nauseating. I prayed the foolish Dotari would break in here and burn everything and free me of this hell. But even they were too stupid to see through your simple deceptions.
Why was your contract
really fucking hurts?
Yeah, that's
silver.
Yeah.
She's like
you have
trying
a scythe
to,
made
she's like
of silver.
trying to dig the silver shards from the bullet like out of her flesh. She's like got her claw like inside her chest and she's like scraping silver flecks off her hand. They're like burning her flesh. She's like, fucking fucking shit!
So why was your contract with all the Silver Raven stuff? Doesn't really seem like you'd be hanging out with that crowd.
Wasn't the Silver Ravens. My contract was with one of the Serenis. You can make a knowledge history check.
Nice. Good job, everyone.
Oh, let me scroll down, sorry.
I'm not there. I'm getting
no. We don't have knowledge history.
As you guys are blank, she'd be like, fine, I'll tell you. It's one of Kintargo's noble houses. They're Thrun loyalists. They worked to erode Kintargo's resistance during the Civil War with my master, Merindius Sereni. Jesus Christmas. He died in a failed attempt to ambush a silver raven known as Jackdaw. The ravens covered up their involvement, made it appear as though Merindius had drowned, but they took several documents he'd been carrying before doing so. Among them was my contract. I was bound by the terms to remain close to its proximity, so I remained invisible and hidden. I knew I couldn't risk exposing myself directly, so I was a bit of a nuisance, hoping to convince the Silver Ravens to destroy my contract or give it away. Sadly, my plan backfired. They merely abandoned this hideout, under the mistaken assumption that it had become haunted. They left the contract behind. The Civil War came to an end a few weeks later, and with it the Ravens' defeat. The freedom fighters never returned to the cache, and in the decades that follow, I was left to my own devices. I stayed here for a century, or longer. Time seems to lose all meaning when you're an immortal being. Stuck in a mewling hellhole. But it's not without its amusements. She gestures at her fife. I slapped this thing together. It's able to control the vermin around the area. Surprised it didn't work on you, you overgrown piece of shit. She spits at you, Sezzix.
God.
I just, wink at her.
So there it is. Now you know. I'm here for good, as long as my contract is here. But if you would do me the kindness, as you are noble and brave heroes, defeat an enemy of the hells, destroy my contract, send me back to the warm embrace of Malberg, which is a lair of hell.
Where's your contract at?
It's in the documents there. If you spend some time sifting through it with the description she tells you, you will be able to find her contract.
Sure. Yeah,
as you find it, she's like, yes, it's definitely there. Her wounds have healed up. Maybe she's at half health now because she has fast healing. So she's less horribly in pain. She'll be like, yes, that's my contract. It holds all the power of me. Now merely tear it asunder, and I will be free from here.
So if I have this, you can't hurt me, is basically what I'm saying. I'm
yes.
In control of your contract now.
Yes, then you could be a devil binder as well. And I could whisper in your ears all the sweet secrets of hell and the powers that come with it.
Not doing all that.
Oh, I see.
But I feel like Rexus would at least like to talk to you. He likes, history shit.
Ugh, the droning cow.
I know. You'll hate it. I'll love it. Yeah, I'll ask one of you guys to go summon Rexus to go talk to this guy about one of the ancient houses of House Thrun.
Her name is, as you read the contract, is Blosodriette, and she will certainly begrudgingly assist the Silver Ravens as long as you have her contract, as she is forced to do so. She will even join you guys as an ally for as long as you have her contract, though as soon as you don't, she certainly will work against you.
Alternative option, boys. What if we just go leave her contract in some other abandoned basement?
I just haunt that basement forever.
Yeah, just go put it back somewhere. She can't imp anything.
No, please! I've told you everything!
Yeah.
I imagine by now I'm here with everybody's orders. Like,
yeah, you come back with the coffee. She's fully healed. As you return to the coffee, you're like, wait, what did I do that for? Her prehensile tail will like grab the black coffee and she'll be like,
I know where to put the contract.
Sweet coffee. She'll take a sip. Oh, it's been so long.
I know where to put the contract.
It's not quite warm enough. She'll like hop over and like turn on one of the oil lamps and like put the coffee on to boil. She'll like be nursing her shoulder. Her wounds are mostly gone at this point.
Out of curiosity, what would she do for us? As like
she would grant you a +1 bonus on all secrecy checks.
Okay.
However, as long as she remains an ally, the rest of the Ardent Crows are unsettled by the devil's presence, and you get a -1 to loyalty. So you can get +1 to secrecy for -1 to loyalty, is mechanically what she does.
Not worth it.
I mean,
our loyalty is rather low.
But you can capitalize on secrecy, bro!
Yeah, our secrecy is very high already.
You just all in on secrecy?
Just all in on being a fucking secret. We have 8 supporters by the end of the fucking campaign. No one knows what happened, just the government changes.
It doesn't matter. But yeah, you can decide what you'd like to do with her. Mechanically, she will attempt to aid Rexus every week if you have her. She can speak. Let me see. She can't speak the languages, but she can help with the check.
What were the languages? I'm picking them up this level.
Celestial, Elven, and Strix.
Sick. I will have all 3.
Do you want to go ask your Strix friend to help?
Yeah, I was just about to say Strix.
We do have a Strix now.
Yeah.
You certainly do.
Yeah, I'll ask if she'll teach me Strix. Use that as a bonding exercise.
For sure. Do you want her to also contribute and get another check on the thing? Another die roll at it?
I don't know if we want her having access to secrets.
Fair point. You can certainly learn Strix from her. We'll finish up with Blosodriette here, and then you guys can do your bookkeeping. Will be done for the night. Or the day, I guess. What would you guys like to ultimately do with her? Cobra, I believe, had a suggestion, but I don't know if we ever heard it.
We have not heard it. We could put her in the burned down titty bar.
That is a good basement.
Nope. Have we been there yet? I don't think we've been there.
I think we went there and we didn't really do anything.
It was like day 1 of the campaign.
Why would you keep me imprisoned? Why would you not, your silver scythe that sings, it wishes to claim me. I am an agent of hell. I'm your sworn enemy.
Yeah, that's why we can't send you back there. If you go back, then you can tell everyone.
She'll shrug and be like, tell them what? I do not work for House Thrune.
Oh.
I'm an agent of hell.
And if someone summons you again from House Thrune, then you'd have plenty of information.
They would need to know such information about me. Information pertinent on that contract. If you destroyed it, it'd be quite difficult for them to bind me again.
I don't know, I just feel like a devil belongs at a burned down titty bar.
She glares, and she's like, if you will not free me, then at least keep me around. I will work for you. At the very least, I won't have to maintain this invisibility or disguise myself as a rat every few minutes. At least give me that courtesy.
But you're not going to work for us. You're going to send us to go get coffee. Look what you did to Yuri.
I will not use my powers against you. You control my contract. She gestures at, again, Caerrat, who's holding the contract. I follow your commands, master.
I don't really want her being a part of the revolution, but, I don't think we should send her away until the revolution's over with. That's my opinion. What about you guys?
So you would be no different than the tyrants you seek to overthrow, keeping someone imprisoned because their political views do not align with yours.
Yep, we'll still release you at the end.
Fair enough. The revolution's over.
May I at least stay here? If you do not wish me to help, I will not help.
Yeah, I don't want you to help, but, staying here I don't really care about.
May I periodically get table scraps, oh master? And perhaps leftover coffee? It's been so long since I've had coffee.
If I'm feeling generous,
I'll say
with a smirk.
She'll pick up like the boiling coffee that's been sitting on the oil lamp for this amount of time, and she'll drink the boiling liquid. Oh, just like Mom used to make.
I guess as long as you're not casting spells and hurting anyone down here, we will bring you coffee.
I will say mechanically you can choose to get the +1/-1 if you want. If not, you won't get anything. People will be like, oh, there's an imp here, but like it's not nefarious. So
it just hangs out.
It just hangs out. She'll give you her pipes as a show of good faith. Pipe of the sewers.
Sezzix might like that.
I was going to say, I will absolutely take.
She certainly wants to go back to hell. But barring that, not having to disguise herself all the time is better, I suppose. And since you're not going to give her orders, her generic order would just be to like not cause mischief. So she basically has free will again. So she'd be okay with that.
Okay.
Like she obviously, like, if an opportunity presented itself for her to like get the contract destroyed, you imagine she certainly would. But in the meantime, she's not going to do anything untoward. Yeah,
I'm cool with that.
You obviously can discuss this where she's not present. However, she does have to stay within 60 feet of the contract at all times. So if you are taking it with you, she will accompany you invisibly. If you would like it to be securely positioned here, that's totally fine. She most likely than not will know where it is, though. Because she's within 60 feet of it at all times.
She just can't, interact with it?
This is a lot of work.
She cannot interact with it. I mean, she can't do anything to it. She can, tell other people to do stuff with it, but if you command her not to use her magic and not to interfere with anyone in the Wasp's Nest, she can't really do anything.
Yeah, that's...
She's nullified now.
Yeah, she's basically nullified.
Perfect.
If, someone broke into the Wasp's Nest that wasn't a member of the Ardent Crows and destroyed the contract, then she would be free. But she would have no way of contacting them or asking them to do that.
Yeah.
So, yeah. We can end there. You guys are level 3. Blosodriette will hang out begrudgingly. She can make skill checks for you. And if you ever do choose to use that bonus to secrecy, she's more than happy to employ her underhanded tactics on behalf of the greater good.
If we ever turn evil.
She's evil. And it's it's just using what's available, you know? You know what I'm saying?
Using your resources.
Yeah. Oh, she'll also give you a wand that she has as, she doesn't need it. She's going to keep her miscellaneous, scrolls, though.
Boys, here's my thought. If she's not allied to House Throne, but she is still an imp, we have those Hell Knights that aren't aligned with House Throne either, and we might be able to bargain something here.
You get a Wand of Acid Arrow with 9 charges, and you get the Pipes of the Sewers from her.
Because I'm sure she would enjoy working for Hell Knights.
Do you want to do... We can end week 3. Do you want to do week 4 real quick?
We still have an event to do for week 3, I think.
Yeah, let's do the event. Did you roll it up? We did roll your event. It was increased risks in the streets.
Remember we did everything.
Oh yeah.
We front loaded everything. Didn't we rank up though, so we technically have one more thing that we can do though? One more action?
You took them all, I believe.
We took them all, yeah. So we have
so now we're just starting week 4. So if you want to go through week 4.
Sure.
Oh, okay.
Because remember, he did 2 actions and then you lost followers. Then the third action was to gather or spread disinformation. You had 1 action was to gather followers. 1 action was to.
I have it all saved in sheet 3 on the Saturday game.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh, yep. There you go.
Okay.
Cool. Nerd.
Look at you. You look at you in your bookkeeping.
All right. Zoom through week 4. and then release me from this hell. Oh, and then yes, real quick, if you want to, I'll add the ally while you go through it, and you can choose to use her if you want.
We first get a gift, which is a potion. A single potion worth 300 gold or less. Everyone gets to choose it. You pick what you want. You get it for free.
So we each get a potion?
We each get a potion of 300 gold pieces or less.
Gosh, what kind of potions are available?
It'll be a first or second level potion. Cool stuff you might want to pick up. I picked up bull strength for you, Yuri, so I'll be able to give you +4 to your strength on like good fights.
Shit. Okay.
If you want armor class, things like bark skin are good. For healing and stuff, cure moderate wounds is fine, but I do a lot of the healing. I won't have access to a lot of lesser restorations yet, and that'll solve a lot of problems in the game.
I think I'll take a bark skin. Yeah, that sounds good. Something that give me AC.
I'm diseased right now. Does that...
Yes, make another fortitude save. Basically, on the next day. Oh. Yeah, you're affected by filth fever. So you'll need to make a DC 20 or remove disease check to get rid of it, I believe. Filth fever.
But like in a couple days, it'll just go away.
DC 12, onset 1d3 days. So in 2 days, you take 1d3 dex damage and 1d3 con damage, and you fail that fortitude save. So basically every day you make a fortitude save. If you succeed, nothing happens. If you make 2 in a row, it goes away. But you fail that day, so you take 3 dex damage and 1 con damage as you begin coughing and you are affected by this disease.
Or is there like a potion that I can just get?
Yes, you have a scroll of remove disease. I don't. You can give him a bonus, but it won't get rid of it. You can't get rid of heal. You can't get rid of diseases with a heal check.
Yeah, it's +4 confidence.
Yep, so you can give him +4 to it. So you got a 9 effectively.
Yeah, I guess.
Or you can use the scroll.
Well, I got a 13, but that doesn't matter either.
Oh, you got a 13 out of 5?
With his heal check, I got a 13. I didn't add fortitude. That's just a D20.
Oh, you succeed this day. Give me a check for the next day. It's a DC 12. It's not very high. It's from a rat. Yeah, you cure it on your own. Easy peasy.
Neat.
Yep.
Loyalty check at +3. Someone, please.
Who's our loyalty guy?
Caerrat, you're a loyalty guy.
Oh, sick, sure. I suppose I can do my own job.
I also put Larry and Rexus in there. I think I told you about them, but they never got added, Garm. You have +2 when you try to recruit supporters, and you reduce your notoriety by 1 every upkeep.
Oh, shit.
So, yep, you got all your allies in there. Yo. Huge. But yeah, I will let Garm finish up, and we'll be done for the day.
Nice.
Good session, everyone. Same time tomorrow work for everyone?
Next week?
Yeah, next week. Not tomorrow. Yeah. Derp. 15th? All right. I'll see you guys noon on the 15th then.
Damn, good.
Sounds good.
Bye.
All right.
Bye.
See ya.
Yes.